Alrighty there, folks. Hello there. This is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena draft video. We're going to be doing some more Premier Draft Neon Dynasty. I loaded my account with enough gems, so if I end up getting destroyed, we can redo it again. Because, yeah, some of these games have been really challenging and difficult. It's a very grindy format, even if you're an aggressive deck. You're looking to kind of outvalue the opposing aggressive deck or try to race and destroy the green control decks quickly, or even the white control decks quickly. But yeah, prior to this, I also made a couple of videos trying to showcase my attempt to reach top 10 Mythic, but I've kind of given up on that since even if I managed to hit a win streak, it didn't give me a high ranking. There's a lot of people drafting this, and to be honest, to make it short, it's just very difficult. And even if I drafted the most optimal deck possible, like I just face against just some insane decks in this format, double Onico Anvil, like triple Behold the Unspeakable, Farewells. So yeah, it's not an easy set, but it's a very fun set, and I think I have a pretty solid understanding of this set already, given that it's already a month old. So yeah, let's begin. Let's fire some of this off, and if I end up flopping, then that's fine, since I can showcase my weaknesses and show that Alan doesn't always get 7 wins all the time or top 10 Mythic. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of the top streamers as well, been taking some notes, and I still get owned. So don't know what's going on. Maybe they just draft more than me, or they have more gems to spend, but we'll see. So let's go. Pack 1, pick 1, Premier Draft Neon Dynasty. What do we have the fine pleasure of opening here? A rare. It's very medium. I don't even really like this in the red-black artifacts deck, but it's fine if you do end up in it. Skyblessed Samurai, decent payoff if you're already in the enchantments-based green deck, which is mostly just green-white, so you can kind of assume this is a green-white gold card. Spinning Wheel Kick is pretty powerful and a great uncommon. Green has a lot of excellent uncommons, and this is one of them. Not a top 3 or top 4, but maybe like top 5 green uncommon, and it can lead to a powerful 2 or 3 for 1 at the end of the day. And then at common, we have Moon Circuit Hacker, Imperial Oath, and Kami's Flare for the respective decks. Imperial Oath, probably the best one here, but if I'm going to be base whites, the only white deck I really like in this format is green-white, since white tends to be very controlling, and green-white is the best performing white deck. I still think we just take Spinning Wheel Kick here. I think green is a good color to start with, since it's one of the better colors along with black in this format. It provides a lot of flexibility, and it's close in terms of power level with Imperial Oath, and yeah, just a good color to first pick the draft with. So I'll take a Spinning Wheel Kick. I think the pack, there's a lot of defensible options in that first pack, but I think this gives us the most flexibility and power. So, alright, the best card in this pack is Modern Age, so probably just going to take it over the Shrine, which I don't think are very good. And then, I mean, sometimes you get 2 Shrines and you can get the combo going, but there's just a lot more stronger things you can do than getting a couple of Shrines for outside of a Goshen type. Okay, Menacing, but I can see just taking a top common over just like even Network Disruptor. Bamboo Grove Archer would keep us on color, but we can pick up one later. Modern Age is definitely the best common in this pack, and usually the blue commons tend to be more of like the aggressive tempo-y ninjas type of style, so it doesn't necessarily pair well with a color like green, since green tends to be controlling, but Modern Age is an exception, just good in any any blue deck, aggressive or controlling, and we can even end up splashing it, and I've done it before, so we'll take a Modern Age. Alright, we can maybe take a Moon Snare Specialist here. The Otawara Soaring City is fine. You could take this, and it's a nice flexible land that can bounce something. But I still think the top commons are a priority over it. So I'll take a Moon Snare Specialist following up Modern Age. And still a fine playable even in a green control deck. You can still use this as a bounce spell, or a potential way to enable sagas and re-trigger them. So Kenzen Smelter is a nice red uncommon, and basically what red is trying to do in this format is play a bunch of early 1-drop artifacts and sacrifice them for value and play an aggressive game plan, and this just fits the whole entire description of what red is trying to do. And yeah, red is also just not a very flexible option. It's kind of all in with artifacts, just like white is all in with the whole enchantments and control game plan. So, and they're two of the worst colors in this format, but still very strong, and but the thing is, they're just kind of narrow and they're trying to do their own thing. So we'll take a specialist. There's also an argument for Uncharted Haven, but after taking Modern Age, we'll take a specialist. And this pack is just very medium, nothing else very exciting, to be honest. I guess there's March of Swirling Mist we could maybe try if we end up maybe in the blue aggressive deck. This I've actually gotten kind of blown out with this card before. So we could try it out here over taking Harmonious Emergence, which we can get later, or Sky Swimmer Koi. Disciple's also just an okay 3-drop if we end up like maybe blue-white. If we're going to be in blue-green, I don't think we're going to be playing this March of Swirling Mist, but if we end up like maybe like in a more blue-black deck, we'll try this out. But either way, it's just a rare for the collection, so I'll put it in the sideboard. Overall, nothing exciting in that pack that stands out, as we see a Moon Circuit Hacker here, so excellent. Also wouldn't mind a Searchlight Companion, which would be my second option here. Card has overperformed, great with ninjas. It's a bit of 1 toughness hate and is an artifact. Norika Yamazaki I only really like in white, green, to be honest. And then there is the Uncharted Haven, but we'll take a Moon Circuit Hacker here. Do our own ninjas tempo-y thing. And then Prosperous Thief, wow, pick 6. Alright, I hate passing up these Searchlight Companions, but I gotta take the ninjas. There should be enough enablers in the pack, future packs, and then there's some crazy things you can do with ninjas if you can just keep looping them over and over, and I think this is a good one. So Prosperous Thief, definitely a good ninja over Searchlight Companion over Uncharted Haven. So let's get some enablers, hopefully pick up more Searchlight Companions. Ooh, we could end up in, I guess, blue-white. Blue-white could be a fun deck to be in. And usually I'm not a big fan of this card unless I'm just in straight up blue-white. I don't think it's a card you want to splash. It's a card you want to curve out with. But out of all the other uncommon vehicles and the ones at common, this is definitely one of the better ones. So I'll try it out here. Maybe we just end up blue-white. And I don't think blue-white is necessarily a vehicles deck, since the vehicles tend to be pretty bad in this format. It tends to just be a good, like a blue-white good stuff mid-range deck. Maybe ours can be more aggressive with the ninjas. But yeah, it's kind of late, pick 7. Let's try it out over taking Commune with Spirits. And blue-white is kind of a fun deck, I think. The problem with, again, blue and white in general is, again, white is very defensive, and the top best white commons are the more controlling white commons. So it's only... So when you're in white, you kind of have to assume you want to be in a control deck, and you want to pair it up mostly with green. But we can, again, make some exceptions. If, like, we could still maybe just end up heavy blue and with a splash of white. Yeah, we could maybe try Moth Rider Patrol. I don't think it's very good, but it's still an enabler for maybe some ninjas that we have. I'd rather, again, have Network Disruptor or keep a Reckoner Raid over any day over this. But we can make an exception here over Sky Swimmer Koi, which is fine, but still kind of clunky. Blue-White Ninjas. Shout out to Chris Wong here in Las Vegas, who drafted this and got up to top 2nd Mythic. I poke fun of him because he thinks the vehicles are an important component, but I don't think they are. It's just really blue-white ninjas. Alright, we'll take a Moon Circuit Hacker. No reason for it to be pick 9, so ninjas are really open. And we just need to be maybe in this tempo-y deck. So I don't think green is happening. I definitely want to be maybe blue-white or black-blue if I can, or even blue-red. Nothing here. Maybe a Pump Spell for aggressive. And then if I was in maybe in best out of 3, the Spell Pierce could actually be an okay card. I don't think I'm going to main deck it, but might as well take it to cut off some blue. I guess there's also Graphic Growth if we want to do some multicolor shenanigans, but I don't know. There's nothing else in that pack I care about. Take a Spell Pierce now over a Short Circuit, which I also don't think is very good. We could use some Suit-Ups. Ooh, Timeless Completion. Alright, Timeless Completion could be alright. Not amazing, but a copy never hurts. And blue looks very open, so, well, we'll see where we end up. Pretty nice first pack, and we have a good direction. Well, there's Katose, but there's also Machiko's Ring of Truth, which is powerful. There's also High Speed Hover Bike, which is quite good, but it's definitely worse than Machiko and Katose. Yeah, there's a lot of goodies in this pack. Generous Visitor and Twisted Embrace as well. Pretty excellent cards. If this was pack 1 pick 1, it would be really difficult between all 3 of these. Yeah, I don't even know what I would take. Maybe Visitor, just because it keeps me in green. But then I had to pass up other powerful uncommons like Machiko and Katose. We didn't see a lot of black in the previous pack, and given that we have some white cards already, I'm kind of just tempted to just take the Machiko's Reign of Truth as a powerful saga. Yeah, we just didn't see a ton of good green either. Didn't see a ton of good other colors outside of like maybe blue. Not seeing a ton of black. So you know what? We'll take the Machiko's Reign of Truth. I don't think we want to splash Katose. And I think this is much powerful than High Speed Hover Bike that I just got to take it. So take the white mythic uncommon here. End up drafting blue-white as we get past the Modern Age, which I'm going to take over Wanderer's Intervention. Also, another thing to note about the set is that removal is not very good. Not saying that you don't take removal, but you should make that a high priority since there's just too much value going on in the set, too much card advantage, too much 2-for-1s. Once you already answer a creature, they've already drawn a card. So even in the aggressive decks, you're looking to just outvalue one another. And Modern Age is also a good example. So we'll take Modern Age over Wanderer's Intervention, which I also don't mind. Also seeing some late red. Not a big fan of blue-red. It doesn't perform as well, but wow, yeah. We'll take another Prodigy's Prototype. All right, I like it here. Season Renewal is also fine. I also wouldn't mind Shrine Store to maybe snatch completion or maybe an Intercessor's Arrest if we pick up one later. But yeah, we'll take a Prodigy's Prototype. So let's lock ourselves in the blue-white tempo. Show Chris Wong how it's done. I don't think I'm taking Grease Fang, even though we have a couple vehicles. Kind of just liking Suit Up here. And there's also Uncharted Haven. Not a big fan of Covert Technician, even if it connects. Like, we're not going to cheat out the Prodigy's Prototype unless it gets some extra bonus powers, which it might not even get going. So, yeah, this card is, I think, a bit of a trap. If it could get the Prodigy's Prototype out in the battlefield, I might consider it, but it can't. So it's at best just getting out maybe a Virus Beetle and cheating it into play, but I don't think that's very good. Suit Up overperforms. It's one of the higher performing commons in the set, and the fact that it replaces itself is nice. So I'm going to take it here over Uncharted Haven, which would be my second pick. But yeah, Suit Up is good. Don't sleep on it. And then there's another completion. There's another ninja. Could actually just take a Kunai now, just as a cheap artifact. Completion's alright. It doesn't improve the Shrine Stores, but it's pretty clunky. And I think we should have enough 2-drops. I don't need to worry about a random Papercraft Decoy. So could just take a random Kunai. I don't think there's much in blue and white that rewards you for having artifacts, but this can at least go face. And it's cheap to equip. Overall, this pack is not very exciting. I think we're locked into blue-white at this point, and I don't care about moving the black, so I'll just take a random Kunai. Also, the Reality Heist sucks. Alright, Network Disruptor, pick 6. That's a gift. Another great enabler for ninjas. There's also Kami of Terrible Secrets, which is a common that people tend to sleep on. Very good card, and you should pick up as many copies if you can if you're going late. I think it's like the 4th best black common. It would go like Okiba Reckoner Raid, Virus Beetle, Twisted Embrace, and then Kami Terrible Secrets. But yeah, don't sleep on this card. It's quite good. We're still going to take Network Disruptor here. And then we could just take a random 2-drop. Incision is kind of cute, but I don't think we need it. There's a Brute Suit. It is a vehicle for Prototype, but Prototype is already a vehicle. There's also Kitsune Ace, which could be kind of cute with the Prototypes, actually. Yeah, we could just give it First Strike for what it's worth. So I could just try it out over the Papercraft Decoy, honestly. Yeah, it's not the worst. Papercraft Decoy has a bit of ninja synergies, but it's still a lot of mana to pay for the ability. So we'll take a Kitsune Ace. And then we'll take a Searchlight Companion over Hot Shot Mechanic, which also wouldn't be bad, but it's not like this requires much to crew anyways. Like if we crew it, it's not like it gives it First Strike, unlike the Kitsune Ace. Whereas like the Searchlight Companion is a nice enabler. Yeah, a card that's also gotten jumped up. And I guess we'll just take another completion here. Just as some clunky removal. Maybe now we can incorporate a Shrine Store over Dragonfly Suit, which I don't think is very good. So alright, yeah, the draft is going quite well. And it's coming together. Not sure if I'll play this. It's too expensive, probably not. And might even incorporate March of the Swirling Mist if we need more playables. I still don't think it's very good, but there are times where you can just get a bunch of blockers out of the way and just attack. Permits that phase out, anything attach them or treat as they don't exist until the start of the opponent's controller's next turn. So if we use it on their turn, on our turn, they're still going to be phased out, and then they need to wait until their other turn to come back in. So it's kind of a nice tap ability. Like there's some cards in, for example, Modern Horizons 1, like the to choking restraints or something, which choking tethers, which taps some things down. But I guess that one has cycling, which made it better. But this can be kind of a cute card to just throw into the deck, to just get a bunch of blockers out of the way and just get in for an alpha strike. Not sure if I need it though, but who knows. Late Inkride's Infiltrator. But again, I think we like these vehicles here. And I don't actually hate the Kutsuni Ace in this deck. It's one of the more weaker cards I could see cutting. Covert Technician. Not sure if I'll play it. Can cheat out Kunai. I don't know. I'll just put it in the sideboard. Kind of funny seeing it late, so ninjas are very open. If we pick up enough ninjas, we could just cut the Kutsuni Ace, honestly. Or even a Completion. Or even a Kunai. Not sure. Alright, pack 2. Blade of the Oni is a very good card. What's in it for us? Nothing. Just a random decoy. Kind of a sad pack, honestly. I could just take the rare for the vault. Trespassers is not a card I care about too much. It's like 4 mana tap 2 things is just worse than Swirling Mist. I'm not going to ramp the Walking Skyscraper. I can get one of these later. Yeah, pretty sad pack. I think I just take the rare for the collection, and then I mean, there's this card can be kind of cute. It can find a vehicle, but I'm not looking to sacrifice anything, and it's 4 mana, so it's not even that good. There's also, I guess, Light the Way. This card can be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, just take the rare. I mean, there's a high chance it wheels anyway, so it don't really matter this much. Alright, there's a Containment Construct. Plays pretty well with the Modern Age. I actually like it. And then if we can connect with some Moon Circuit hackers, we can draw and discard, and this card is quite good. Guidebot can be kind of cute as a mana sink, but we're a pretty aggressive deck. Wander's Intervention I only really like in a more defensive deck, since it doesn't really get a block right away. We'll take a Containment Construct. I actually like this card in a blue-white deck, or blue deck with multiple Modern Ages and Moon Circuit hackers. Because you get that, wow. Alright, Tameshi. Pick 3. Even though Tameshi is a card in a better card in a more controlling deck, it's still quite good. I mean, either way, you'll just play it anyways. We can just get a huge influx of card advantage by returning our artifacts back and our enchantments and just drawing a card all day. Seems good. And then, you know, the passive ability on this also triggers on the opponent's turn, so if they bounce back a non-creature permanent, we also trigger this, so quite good over, I don't know, maybe a Moonfolk Puzzle Maker, but Tameshi is a bomb. And then we're just kind of in the right colors for it. This pack is kind of whatever. Could take an Era of Enlightenment. Protocol I don't really like. Like, sometimes you can cast it, but double blue is hard to keep up and doesn't counter ninjas. Don't care about Seven Tail Mentor. Don't think I'm splashing. Take an Era. Maybe we just run one just as a random 2-drop. But it's also just cuttable. Alright, another prototype. I think we might just want Network Disruptor, honestly. Like, our 3s are good. And once we have 2 of these, it's good enough. Like, it's very important to get these early enablers just to get in with our ninjas. Yeah, I think it's important. How many ninjas? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 ninjas, so I think it's good enough. And we just want as many of these as we can early on to start poking at the opponent or get a blocker out of the way earlier. So don't think I need a 3rd Prodigy's prototype, but yeah, this would be my 2nd pick definitely, but I think we just want Network Disruptor. And there's a chance, funny enough, that we can even get one of these prototypes later since no one wants to be in blue-whites. So, yeah. Let's consider some cuts here. Alright, could take our Trespassers, which I don't really like either. Maybe Essence Capture, funny enough. Maybe just better than Trespassers. Don't care, but no, those cards are particularly exciting. Guess we still have time to pick up more playable, so shouldn't talk about cutting first. But Era of Enlightenment's on the list. It's not a card that I'm particularly like just casting onto. It can help me scribe it, but it's better than controlling deck. What is a Blossom Prancer doing like pick 7? This should not be in the pack. Are people drunk? I mean, I think it's a disgrace having to pass this up like pick 7. This is like one of the best uncommons in this set. I mean, I could take Light Away, but again, that's a little bit embarrassing having to have me pass the Blossom Prancer, but I'll take it. This is like one of the best uncommons in the set, like mythic uncommon status. Like, you take this over every other common, and it puts you in one of the best colors. So, it's definitely better than Spinning Wheel Kick by miles. It should not be pick 7. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm hoping no one, like, switched back into ninjas here. Because otherwise, that would be a huge mistake. Alright. Alright. 1,000 face shall pick it. Alright, ninjas are really open. Holy crap. Yeah, this card's really good. I still think you can take other uncommons over this pack one pick one, but yeah, once you're in a blue blade base ninjas deck, this card's just really absurd. Like, alright, we'll take it over Moon Circuit Hacker, which I'd also love to have, but this is also just an enabler on turn one, so that's also great. Over Suit Up. And maybe we take a Trespassers, who knows? Not liking this Arrow of Enlightenment. I do like the Kitsune Ace. Liking the Modern Ages. Liking the early one-drops we could play. This is whatever. Seeing some like green cards in the pack too, so maybe blue-green is open. But I think we should be fine with what we have. And I don't really want to combine ninjas and blue-green since they tend to be more aggressive. Alright, Moonfolk Puzzle Maker could be a fine blocker on 3. Also helps us scribe it. Over Light the Way. I'm not sure if this is a new thing. I don't believe it. It's just kind of cute and all, but I think we just take the Puzzle Maker. We could even run 16 lands if we want to, but we probably just want to run 17 so we have lands to discard to the Modern Age. Our curve is relatively low. Oh, Planar Incision could also be kind of cool. We have good, maybe we have a good amount of enter the battlefield abilities, but yeah, this is kind of our baseline, I think, and we might as well run the completions. So let's take a look at what we have here going forward. I don't think we want to run March. I think I like the flexibility of Sabai Trespassers at least being a creature we can maybe play out later. So let's see here. So we got our Enablers. I don't hate the Kunai. I don't hate the Kitsune with some of our vehicles. The 2s are all looking good. I think this is, even though this is ninjutsu for 1, I'm not gonna have it out on turn 1 often, so it's still 2-drop. Construct is okay. If we get some looting going. Tameshi. I could also see having maybe a network terminal in this deck to do the whole looting ability of the containment construct. Liking the 3s. Moonsnare Specialist is a 3-drop, so this deck looks really good. So what can we just throw in? Maybe I can consider the Trespassers. I don't think I want a Crab because it's just too expensive to cast, and I don't have a bunch of flash creatures, and there's not a bunch of flash creatures in this format. Yeah, I can see Trespasser just being better than March because it gives me the flexibility of having a creature. So I could just throw one into the deck. I don't think this card's very good. Puzzle Maker is a 3-drop enabler, but it's still just whatever. Covert Technician is not very good. Could just take a Planar Incision, honestly. Can help protect some of our creatures. Can trigger some enter the battlefield effects. And we have a couple of them, so could just throw in a Planar Incision. I can see playing this over everything else. And again, Arrow is fine, but it's not what we really want in this deck, I don't think. We just want to curve out, get some flyers, attack, and take it from there. Whereas this is just kind of slow to get going. It's more, again, better in a green-white deck that's trying to be more defensive. So we could just run something like this and call it. We have a decent amount of interaction. Even Moonsnare Specialist is kind of interaction. We have some tappers, so we have enough ways to get blockers out of the way. I don't need to worry too much. So, and in our mana base, probably 10-7 should be okay. We don't have that much white, and we have a lot of blue. So, yeah, let's give this a shot. Zorius, Ninjas. Yeah, Zorius Ninjas. This is how you do it, Chris Wong. If you're watching this, this is how you do the blue-white deck. I mean, it's actually not too different from his previous one. But I think, again, we still go 17 lands just to loot away some lands. Have some lands to loot with Modern Age. And then we also have lands to loot away with Moon Circuit Hacker if it connects, so this is fine. And again, there's nothing else in my sideboard I really care about just putting in. They're all just kind of replaceable. I used to know these people from a draft group. But I haven't checked up on that draft group for a while. Just didn't seem too exciting. Alright, opening hand. We have a 1-drop Enabler and Moon Circuit Hacker and Tameshi. It's kind of cute. I'll try it. I could even run out the 1000 Face Shao, but I might want to surprise this on turn 4. And this is just better to run out anyway, so yeah. Let's run this out. We can attack and then run back to Moon Circuit Hacker, draw a card. And then, do I replay the Network Disruptor? Probably not, since I could use it to get a blocker out of the way for next turn. But let's see what we draw. Nothing much. Alright, we'll just run out planes and then say go. And I don't think I want to run out the 1000 Face Shadow. I want to maybe copy the Moon Circuit Hacker. So now we can tap a blocker out of the way and then attack. I could also run out Tameshi or Prototype. Yeah, I guess maybe we can take the turn off and just run out the Prototype. Prototype is going to do a lot of work in this deck. So we'll do this. And say go. So this has to attack to create the 1/1. If I copy the Project Prototype, I don't think it triggers, since it doesn't. Since we didn't really declare the vehicle to attack, we just kind of just threw it in to the battlefield attacking. So I honestly don't think the 1000 Face Shell copying the Prototype is that good. I guess we get another vehicle then. Actually, that might just be the play. No blocks here. I guess I can crew and block. But if I crew, there's a chance he has Wanderer's Intervention, and there's no white ninjas I care about, so I'm actually just going to take one. It's kind of an interesting attack for the opponents. So, not sure what that was all about. So he probably has an intervention as the opponent plays an Imperial Subduer. Interesting. Okay. So now what? I could crew an attack and make a pilot, and then maybe play Modern Age. I can tap down attack and start looting. Interesting here. Might just want to tap an attack, honestly, and just run out the Modern Age. I don't really feel a need to Network Disruptor. Like, if I Network Disruptor, I can't really crew the Prototype, and I want to get my vehicles going. So first things first, let's just run out the Modern Age, I think. And then we can discard a planes. There's another Moon Circuit Hacker, so this is interesting. I still don't think I want to bounce my Moon Circuit Hacker here. I mean, bounce my Prototype. I could run out the Moon Circuit Hacker instead, attack with both, and then I guess I don't really want anything to discard either. But it's still maybe better to just develop the board anyways. So let's just run this out. And then there's a chance you can even trade for the Moon Circuit Hacker, so let's just go kind of all in here. I probably don't even need to draw and discard, honestly, with the Moon Circuit Hacker, so we'll just do this and then we'll see what's up. Just takes it? Okay. And then we'll just say go, and I'm probably going to decline. So this would be a nice turn for like the containment construct. I can put a pilot in front of the 1/1, since I can still crew next turn with maybe Tameshi. I guess if he attacks with Subduer only, he taps it down, but yeah, opponent's not really in a good spot, I don't think. And Red-White is not a deck I care about often. Alright, Kumao faces Kakazan, it's alright. So probably next turn we want to tap down the 1/1. Eureka is kind of annoying, but that's fine still. Attacks for the Subduer, so opponents, I think, is trying to be a little bit too aggressive here. And then I'm actually fine trading for the dog, since the dog is, again, a bit of a problem. We can always just make another pilot token. As we get our Network Disruptor, so let's draw, and then, ooh, I love the Containment Construct. Only if it was on the battlefield, but we can still use the Moon Circuit Hacker. So let's just discard this. I think we can run out the Containment Construct here. Brew the Containment Construct and an attack. And then we can draw and discard. And is this only one? Nope. So we can do both, so we can start discarding some lands. I'm happy if he trades. If he doesn't, that's also fine. And then we can discard a land play, but the opponent realizes they're just too far behind. So we could also just discard Tameshi and just play her from exile as well. So it's just too much value. Let me recheck the sideboard to see if we're missing out on anything. No, I mean, I don't care about these. Again, we should be fine. Yeah, let's run this back. Alright, there's a Containment Construct, Searchlight Companion. I mean, I do like Containment Construct in my opening hand. Hopefully we eventually draw our white mana for a white spell, so I'll try it. And it's nice to ninja off from the Searchlight Companion, so... Alright, we got our white mana going. So green-white enchantments, hopefully no Jukai Preserver. Azusa is quite good. So it's going to be a pretty insane start from the opponent as we draw another land. Alright. Hopefully we can start discarding to the construct and getting some card advantage eventually. Spirited Companion. Don't really want to use a suit up on Spirited Companion, and the 1/1 from Searchlight Companion holds it off quite nicely, so we'll just play Searchlight Companion. Next turn we can ninja into Moon Circuit Hacker and draw a card. And then if he attacks with the 1/1, this 1/1 can trade for the Spirited Companion, so it's almost like us drawing a card in a sense. Era of Enlightenment's fine. Yeah, I guess I can attack with, I guess I don't want to attack with a 2/1. I might even keep a suit up on defense, but then it's going to be a little bit suspicious if I don't play out the Searchlight Companion. So if the opponent attacks with Azuzas, I might just take 3 from her. If he attacks with a Spirited Companion, I'm fine just throwing in the Spirit in front of it. And then this card's just too important to hold on to, especially with a potential chance to top deck into, like, Modern Age, for example. Alright, doesn't do anything. Let's move to combat. Attack. And then, before damage, we'll ninjutsu. Draw a card. And then we'll just run out a Searchlight Companion. And hopefully get some more attacks in later. And then I'll probably just take 3 from the Lightness. He's going to have some good ground blockers. So we do need to find more action and hope we don't flood out too much. So this is kind of the problem of running 17 lands in a low curve deck. But we have a lot of good cards. Alright, there's a Skyblessed Samurai, so I probably want to use the suit up for that. I think I'll take 3 here, so he doesn't get to untap some lands. Network Disruptor isn't bad. I can actually Network Disruptor onto the Spirited Companion, actually, and just attack. I actually like that. Let's do that. And then we'll just swing the team. And then we'll suit up whatever he blocks. Interesting. Yep, I think that was the right block from the opponent, so good call. He could even have the 1/1 1 mana give a creature indestructible. So he's expecting a suit up here, which we're gonna cast. And yeah, we keep just drawing lands all day, so let's I guess run out of land and hope and pray we finally get some playables. Yeah, we're still doing fine, but now this first striker is a problem. And I need to get like a Modern Age or another Moon Circuit hacker online, or to bounce and then attack. The Chico is going to hit for a lot, so I probably need to keep some blockers back next turn. Alright, we're going to try to take the damage for now. I don't really want to chump with the Necro Disruptor because it's another enabler for my ninja, so I'm going to take a ton of damage, but it's fine. Next turn we can just chump and stay back maybe. I could also trade for the dog, but it's not that big of a deal. Taking 8. I mean, if I block the dog, it does reduce his enchantments count. But he has a 2/2 first striker on defense anyway, so we'll just take 8. Attack with our flyers and maybe chump the likeness next turn. The problem is that he also just gets to untap his lands for next turn as we draw another land. Well, this is a little bit silly. I guess we just swing in for 2, and then, yeah, it's kind of sad that we just drew so many lands, so there's always also just the argument of just going 16 for what it's worth. But now I can just chump and then put a 1/1 in front of the dog now. And again, hope and pray we get some more playables. Like, we just drew like 5 lands and 6 lands in a row, like literally. I mean, I do have a lot of card advantage in this deck. Alright, just attacks with all. I guess I'm fine chumping here, and then chumping the 3/3, and then hopefully swing back and generate some card advantage. But I'm fine just blocking these 2, honestly, and take 2. Since I don't want to take too much. And luckily the opponent didn't cast anything prior to this, so... The thing is, I don't even want to put anything from my sideboard into the main deck. As he plays a Geothermal Kami, which just gains him more life, so... Even if I specialist this, he gets to get value. Ninja's Kunai isn't the worst. Alright, I like the Ninja's Kunai. Let's run this out. And then, yeah, I guess we can equip on maybe the Network Disruptor, since I'd rather Ninja the Searchlight Companion back to my hand. And then I guess I attack, and then discard a land, and just play it. But at this point, we're already too far behind, as we get another land to play. So that's really fun. So that's how you win games of Magic, you just draw lands all day. Yeah, I don't think we can win this. This is just ridiculous. Drew like 8 lands on top of my library. Like, how can anyone be this unfortunate? Like, it's so stupid. I think all of our playables were literally at the bottom of our deck. You can owe that to the RNG Shuffler. Alright, we'll play another game, and if we keep drawing more lands, then we'll just run 16. But that game was just really ridiculous. Like, there's no reason to draw that many lands that late in the game. Like, come on, top deck Kunai, you can do better than that. I mean, I've ran 17 lands and I've got mana screwed, but that was definitely too much. Like, at least give me a Modern Age to maybe filter through my deck still. I mean, give me like a vehicle. I don't know. Give me something. Tameshi. Not even sure what the opponent splashed red for either. So we don't even know the end of the story of that one. So that was just a dumb game. And in this hand, it seems good. Kitsune Ace and Prodigy's Prototype. Alright, we'll keep. So this card is actually going to be relevant. And then we can still block off the Apprentice. Next turn, we're probably just going to not attack with the Kitsune. I'm not looking to really race here. Especially since the Prodigy's Prototype just blocks everything so darn well. So we'll just run this out and say go. And then we can still block the Iganjo, or we can even just take 3 if we're kind of afraid. Peerless Samurai, okay, we can still block it. So the question is, do I attack with the Prodigy's Prototype? I guess I do, since it makes a vehicle. Nice thing is I can also just untap the Kitsune Ace. What if he double blocks it? That's another interesting question. I probably just want to run out a second Prototype to be mana efficient. I probably just want to give it first strike, since he can easily double block it, and we only get a 1-for-1. So we just run around this, crew it. And then we want to attack and give it first strike. And then we can just run out second vehicle, and we can crew on defense as well with the second Prototype. And yeah, we can just make 1/1s all day to chump block, to keep crewing. Decides to chump to put a 1/1 counter, fair enough. So Pierce Samurai can hit us for 4 next turn and also ramp. We'll just run another Prototype, and then we'll probably just take the hit from the Peerless Samurai and just make as many 1/1s as we can all day. Like, we can trigger 2 of them at the time. Turn out, my opponent just concedes. Realize it's just too much. Okay. Yeah, Prototype is a good vehicle, so don't sleep on this one. But definitely don't run too many of the common vehicles. They just suck, and the other uncommon vehicles are just not very good. Like, High-Speed Hover Bike may be a slight exception, but that card is just also just only good in like ninjas and nowhere else. And the rare vehicles are also good, but they're not like bombs or anything. But I can see, like, I don't really, the Moon Surge Hacker is okay, but it takes too much to crew. Mind Link Mech is also quite good. The Breckner Bank Buster is quite good too, but it's still slow card advantage, but you'll still take it, like pack 1 pick 1, I think, over most cards. So and then, yeah, there's Reckner Bankbuster. There's the Surge Hacker. Enters the battlefield, deals damage equal to twice the amount of vehicles you control. So it's mostly just a 4-mana deal 2, which is good against aggro decks, but not very good against opposing control decks with large creatures. And then what else is there again? Oh yeah, the Mind Link Mech. And I think that's it. And then the Prototype, of course. I don't know, I could be missing out on another vehicle here, but I guess there's the Soul Ripper, but that one's, I think, is only really playable in black-red, and even then it's just, it's a fine card. But you have to sacrifice stuff to it to pump it. Alright, what do we have here? No vehicles, but hey, we have potential. I think we keep. We can run 2-drop into Searchlight Companion, and then Ninja, it's just for a bit more value. Opponent with a turn 1 Dockside Chef, okay. Hopefully we don't draw a million lands like we did in the first game we lost. If he attacks, that could be a little bit suspicious. You could have an "oh, you're already dead," but I'm fine if he uses it, since Dockside Chef is kind of annoying. Like the Toshiro to pump, alright, that's fair enough. We'll take 3. And then I guess it will eat my Searchlight Companion for next turn. Not really fine with that exchange. I guess might rather just run a Prototype instead and maybe keep it on defense. Or maybe I'm fine just taking another 3 damage. But he can essentially free roll me here. I guess I can give it first strike, but that doesn't really accomplish much. Yeah, he might just gain 2 life here. Still gives it +3/+3. So I don't really want to block this, since he could have another trick, so I'm fine taking 3. We should be able to maybe outvalue him in the long run. We'll see. Opponent could have a lethal exploit, but then I can crew in response and block. I think I'm fine just taking 3 here. I don't really want to run my vehicle into risk of running into like a removal spell or something. You could have a ninja here, but that's fine. Next turn I can at least attack and... Right, a Mukotai Ambusher. Sure, fair enough. I guess I'm still taking 3. Right, that's fine. And then we can say go. We can even untap the vehicle now. Do I want to ninja? I guess I can also just ninjutsu the Kutsune Ace. I guess this is what I can do. I can run out the Searchlight Companion. And then crew the Searchlight, attack, untap with the Kutsune Ace. I guess I can also just crew... Yeah, I think I might want to draw a card with the Moon Circuit Hacker. Or maybe ninja back the Searchlight Companion later. Not sure here. Yeah, we could just crew attack. Yeah, we can just run the Searchlights. Huh. And then I can still crew this on defense, I guess. I don't know. We're definitely running out the Searchlight Companion here. And then I guess I can still attack with both and then tap the Kutsune Ace. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's okay. And then we still make a pilot. Yeah, let's try that instead. And then I can keep the tapper down for something else. I don't think I'm going to Ninjutsu here. And then I want to untap this to have maybe an extra creature to crew. Even though I do have the 1-1 on defense still. And then we can attack for 5. I can also ninjutsu here. I think it's fine, just take it. And then I probably want to ninja back the Searchlight Companion for more value, so this is fine. I can use a completion next turn too to maybe lock something down. But he can sacrifice that later. Not sure what this attack is about. Maybe I just block with a Kutsune Ace and see what's up. Which I'm fine with. I can just keep crewing and making vehicles all day. Alright, a Dockside Chef. He can keep up the activation as well. Alright, we'll say go. And then I guess I can give this first strike. So, first things first. I can also tap something down this turn. But we're probably interested in just replaying the Searchlight Companion. So first things first, I think we crew the 1-1. Then move to combat. Attack with Prototype. I can also completion too to maybe lock down a activate ability. And then we can just give this first strike. Make another pilot token. Maybe I should play land first, we'll see. So decides to block, he might have something, but this is first strike, so I think I'm okay with this. Interesting blocks. I guess I want to first strike away the Mukotai Ambusher first. So I can kill it immediately before it does anything, but he could also have a trick. But I think I want this to die first. So I guess we order it like this, I guess. This is a weird block. Yeah, let's move the damage. And let's see if he has a response. Here's a safekeeping. I guess I can completion it. If I completion it, will it still gain hexproof? And indestructible? I guess it will. So this is a tricky spot to be in. If I completion it, I guess I can... Yeah, I can't target it because it will gain hexproof if I make it lose all abilities and untap. It also just doesn't deal with it, so I guess it has to go. Alright, that's fair enough. Let's just do this instead. Opponent gets to gain some life and keep this indestructible. And then, yeah, we unfortunately lose the vehicle, but we got some value out of the deal. And we get to also just draw cards, so... Didn't expect the safekeeping. And then there's a Savai Trespassers we can even cast. I think I'm fine just running out the Searchlight Companion. And then, do I run out land? He is running black, so I'll say go. We can even just run this out as a 3-5 or tap some things down and start attacking as well. I could have also, I guess, completion on the Dockside Chef. I think I just want to get some stuff out going. So, opponent uses mana to pay for an instant or sorcery. We'll see what this is. I guess he's thinking. Opponent just passes turn. There's a suit up. Suit up could be pretty decent here. I could always just tap down the memory and attack with these three. And then we can keep up suit up to see what's going on. I'm not sure what he has here. If he has a pump trick, suit up would still be okay. I could also just run out the trespassers for what it's worth. But I think it's fine if we be aggressive with these two, so let's run out the network disruptor here. I can also just tap these two down by using the trespassers. Not sure what this is, maybe a rebuke. And then we could just suit up in response, I guess. But then he still gets to gain life. So he has a rebuke here. What can we do here? Yeah, he still gains 3 life, so I don't think this is worth saving. This is a bit annoying, though. Right, sure, it resolves. And then I guess I'm fine attacking with these two. And suit up isn't really good in this particular spot either, because the problem is that he can just sack in response, so I think I'm fine with the trade here. Opponent doesn't sack. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, I guess we'll just say go. And we can always completion something large or suit up to attack past something, so we just gotta bait out the opponent's removal first and then take it slowly. So do I fire off the completion here? I could also survive trespassers, but then he gets everything back. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, I'm also afraid that he could bounce back like a memory of Toshiro Umezawa. I mean, if I completion and use... I mean, he's keeping on his mana, so I think I just say go here. I don't want to run into anything. And I'm fine just attacking for 2 in the air. Keep up my instances. And then I guess I can just run this out anyways as a body. I think it's reasonable since now he has a pretty good attack. Could see maybe a crab counter or 2. And then I can hold on to land to maybe discard to a Virus Speedo if he has one. But now this can start attacking, and then I can also just lock something down next turn. Visitor, alright. There's a visitor now. That can start adding some counters. I think I'm just happy using completion here, or just attacking with these. I also want maybe completion the generous visitor for what it's worth. I'm fine with completioning here. And then I can just attack with these 3. Yeah, he could have something, a crab, so he had the crab all along. That sucks. Alright. At least this is a good blocker. I could attack with this, but then he can just double block. Opponent's playing this quite well and doing a really good job at it too, so yeah, this is not going to be an easy game. Opponent has all these instances, but we're at least baiting them out, and I can at least throw a couple of bodies in front of this if I want to, which I don't mind. So I might want to keep a Sub on defense and trade. Ninja's Kunai is pretty good. Alright, I like the Kunai here. I think we might as well equip a pilot to take out the generous visitor, because it's just gonna keep the problem. The this is that it's just going to keep getting out of hand. And then I can still attack for 2, keep up maybe a suit up. Behold, alright, that's bad, but can I suit up and do anything here still? I mean, I can and trade. If I make this into a 4-5, I guess I can still block the 2-3. I mean, he's going to gain 5. If I use suit up on the Sabai Trespassers, I guess I can still trade for the Mukotai Ambusher, which I think it's worth doing. So let's just do it here. Machiko's Reign of Truth isn't bad. Actually, ooh, that was bad. Oops. I didn't count. That was bad. Alright. Tameshi, alright. Tameshi's great. So I can start bringing things back. And then I think the first thing I want to bring back is maybe a vehicle. And we can bring back, I guess, the prototype. I can't really attack with it though, but it's fine. And the nice thing is that also comes back to the battlefield immediately, so it's pretty good. And then I can still chump next turn. Can attack for 1. And Sigo. I can also bring back the kunai. I can also bring back the completion to answer Behold the Unspeakable, funny enough. And this is only sorcery speed. Invoke Despair, alright. So first things first, sacrifice a creature. And no artifacts and no planeswalkers, so I get to take a bit of damage. And the opponent gets to get a lot of card advantage, but next turn I can play out Prototype and do something interesting. Alright, so now what? Play land. Could Prototype and then Machiko's Reign of Truth. And I can even get back to Kunai if I want to. Or the Moon Circuit Hacker. I think I just want to get the vehicles online for now. And then we can crew. And then I can play out Machiko's Reign of Truth. And I can still do X equals 1 and get back my Kunai, so that's quite nice. Yeah, let's just get back to Prototype. And then attack. Crap out more pilots, get more good blockers. And then see if he wants to block or chump. Doesn't. Alright, so we'll do this. And I can use Tameshi X equals 1 and draw a card. So let's do that. And we can still completion the vision, assuming he doesn't answer Tameshi. If he answers Tameshi, we could easily lose, so, yeah. We'll see. So my upkeep, I do want to crew before the Machiko's Reign of Truth goes on a stack, so I can at least, I guess I can also just target my own flyer. Yeah, I guess I can just target my own flyer and force the 5/5 to chump. I guess he's just going to block to gain some life. Okay. Guess what we can do now is just do this. So now I guess if he gains life, I can't finish him off with the flyer. At least lifelinker is gone. So I probably am fine just crewing and attacking again. And then using Tameshi to maybe lock down the vision. He gets a draw card here, okay. But I can still finish this off with the kunai. He could also hold up an instant, which could be a problem. So now what? Yeah, I think we got a crew here and pump over getting the flyer because the flyers need to block. Wound Circuit Hacker isn't bad. Let's pump the prototype. And then if he has a hexproof trick for vision, it doesn't work with Tameshi. Does the opponent have anything here? I gotta keep in mind he also has the Modern Age, which we might need a kunai for. I actually don't mind a chump, so he could have a season renewal to get everything back, I'm assuming. So let's see if we'll let damage happen. And then second main, we want to do this, activate Tameshi for 4. Bounce back, land. And then we can still equip kunai and use it if we want to, so yeah, not bad. And that kills it, so that's nice. And then yeah, we can just hold on to the kunai for now, equip it onto a random maybe spirit token, and we can activate instant speed whenever we want, so it's pretty good. And yeah, we'll see go. And the funny thing is we can get back to completion with the Tameshi as well. So we'll see. Fang, hopefully no spinning wheel kick. I mean, I guess I can activate the kunai in response if he tries a spinning wheel kick. Trainee is fine. And then he doesn't have green mana for spinning wheel kick and just an ambusher, so we should have this game locked down. We can activate the kunai, take out the vector glider, and then we can even activate get the kunai back with Tameshi, so that's quite good. So how much mana is it to get back the kunai? I guess it'll be 2 with Tameshi, and then equipping it would be, and playing it would also be 2, so it's still like getting back a, whatchamacallit, a Tamiyo safekeeping. I can also just get back the Kitsune Ace, honestly, and just attack with my Death Touch vehicles. So there's a lot of interesting spots, things we can do. Yeah, Kitsune Ace giving first strike isn't the worst. Although I might want to kill this in case he has a spinning wheel kick. So let's actually do the safe thing and get back to kunai. Bounce our land. Draw a million cards. Put the kunai onto the 1/1. Activate it, take out the Fang. And then now we can crew both and attack. Or just, yeah, I think we're fine crewing both and attacking here. And then he can still double block, but we still get one out of the way, and we can always buy it back with the Tameshi. And then I can also use the circuit hacker here for next turn to get a block out of the way. I think I like that. I've also, I guess, attacked with those Searchlight Companion for an extra damage, so not sure if that even counts. Funny, I drew another Network Disruptor, so I could also just tap some things down, but I think we should be good for now. Hoping I don't end up decking myself, but I think I'm fine just running out another Modern Age. We have 1,000,000 lands, so we should be good. Invoke. Alright, that's nice. Is there any way for me to bounce it back? He doesn't have any white mana to activate with it, but okay, that's fine. I can tap down the trainee next turn and maybe do an all-out attack. And maybe that's game over. We'll see. A containment construct, alright, so that's awesome. So I know what I can do is I can run out the containment construct. Run out a Modern Age. This also grows Portrait of Machiko. Draw, discarding, yeah, land is fine. Since I can then replay the lands. And then, is this lethal? If I tap down the 2/2, he jumps to 7/7. Jumps to 3/3. I guess he's still in the game, but I still think I guess we have the Prosperous Thief to do something cute, so let's run out the Network Disruptor. Tap this down. Guess we're fine crewing the construct. And then let's see what happens if we swing the team. Chump Chump, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then with the Prosperous Thief it should be lethal, so yeah, we just go for it. And we also get a blocker back, so. And another chump blocker, right? Surprise. Alright, so how much damage is this? 8, 9, 10. Alright, at least I have a blocker on the way back. I guess I can make a treasure still, and I guess if I make a treasure still, I don't have anything 1-drop to play, so I think I still need to just run this out anyways. And get in there. Wow, down to 1. But I still have some blockers, so we definitely need to block next turn. And we'll say go, so I definitely need to block. He can get back Life of Tashiro. I mean, he can get something back here, but it has to be an enchantment or an artifact. If he gets back Life of Tashiro, I still have a blocker, so his final card needs to be something very good here. Maybe a lifelinker. Maybe a Behold. I guess he's trying to get back Behold the Unspeakable to nerf me, but I should be able to still win, I think. Since I just need to survive, just deal 1 damage to the opponent. So yeah, he's probably going to get back Behold here, and I can still chump and put him down to 1. 5, 6. I don't know what he's targeting. I think it's Behold. I guess he can get back a Crab. Oh no, it's just Behold, that's fine. And then I can still block, and I still have enough damage since the vehicle also has power. So I think we're good. He can also bring back Life of Tashiro. So the opponent can do lots of things here. And gain life. Alright, so the opponent can also just gain life. So, alright, we're not out of the woodworks yet. Need to maybe draw into some good ninjas. The portrait can still hit really hard here. And then he brings back life to maybe gain some life or kill one of my 1 toughness creatures. Takes out my containment construct. Alright, but I still think we got it here. Ooh, Moth Rider Patrol, I guess it's not instant speed, but we can still attack with the vehicles, attack with Machiko, and we also have the completion here. So first things first, run out land, run out completion. And then I guess we can still crew to Modern Age. Yeah, I think we got it. Alright, sweet. That was a really awesome game. Opponent was kicking our butts, and wow, we got the Devil's number. Okay, well, the devil's number is maybe a bad sign, but yeah, we still got the win. That's crazy. All right, whatever. I'm not that superstitious. I don't really. It's cool, but it's also offensive to some people, so we'll just try to ignore it and play more games of Magic. The number of the beast. I mean, this game is full of like witchcraft and demons and whatnot, so I don't know if you believe or not. I'm personally am not, but you know, it's a fun game. So let's move on. Try to maybe get out of this. Maybe we're just gonna lose 2 games in a row because of this number. I won't be surprised. Let's go. This deck is awesome. Alright, opening hand. Well, we have a Moth Rider Patrol and 2 Kitsune Ace. Maybe we can pick up a good couple of ninjas to enable this. Seems like a very medium hand, but I think we still keep. Again, not an amazing card, but still enabler. Alright, turn to Prosperous Thief. Sounds fun. I do like the Prosperous Thief with Network Disruptor, since the Network Disruptor also counts as a ninja. I guess the opponent's also trying to do some ninja-y things. So now what? I could run the Kitsune Ace. I could attack, make a treasure, maybe. Although we have a bunch of lands. Maybe I just still make a treasure here. Not sure if I want to rerun out the Moth Rider Patrol. I could just do, maybe do something with a Moonsnare Specialist next turn. And that way we have another ninja that can connect and make a treasure. So I'm down. Let's run it out again. We'll take 2 and the opponent will gain 2, but we can swing back. We can maybe make a treasure, play a second Kitsune Ace, maybe block this, and hope he doesn't have another Samurai to start giving lifelink to, since if he has like the 4/4 that can that has Vigilance, that's kind of annoying. Alright, so I can attack. You could have an Intervention, I suppose, but we still gotta go for it, right? So let's go. And we'll probably see an Intervention here, or some sort of weird untapped trick. Probably see an Intervention. Alright, rip. So do I want the Moonsnare Specialist here? Not really. Doesn't seem like a scary card, and we don't even get any benefits now that this is dead, so I think we just play this, and I could just play Kitsune Ace here, honestly. The Modern Age can help me dig deeper, but I don't mind the Ace maybe going in front of the Selfless Samurai. At least this halts the lifelink. This might halt him from attacking, and I'm fine trading this off. Subduer, I guess, will tap something down, so the opponent's kind of all in with this whole Samurai thing in blue-white. Kind of cute. Alright, so opponent's going to start attacking alone and gaining life. If I bounce it back, then I guess I have 2 blockers for next turn to maybe trade off. I guess I can still... Yeah, I might as well main phase this so it becomes untapped and just attack for 1. I think I'm fine with this. And I want to keep the Kitsune Ace back to have another blocker for the Selfless Samurai, otherwise he's just going to gain life all day. So this is fine, attack for 1. Say go. And I'm fine trading here. Maybe trade a Kitsune Ace, although I have 2 vehicles, but maybe the ninja thing can be better, not sure. But yeah, this is kind of annoying here. Prototype, so opponent has his own prototype. Alright, we have Tameshi. Tameshi can't bring anything out currently, but I still think we play its second main. So let's run this out. Maybe find discarding whatever lands here. Network Disruptor, maybe we can discard and get back with Tameshi just to draw a card next turn. I actually don't hate the sound of that, assuming he doesn't have removal for Tameshi. I guess I can do that next turn with the Modern Age anyway, so I'm fine discarding a land. Play land, play Tameshi, and then opponent's probably going to attack with a vehicle, make some 1/1s. I guess we just attack for 1. I can hope maybe double block in hopes of getting rid of it, but I could run into a removal spell, which can be annoying. But we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to shut down Tameshi, because I kind of need her to win the game here. Plays a completion, alright. Maybe there's a way for me to bounce back to Specialists. I do have a second Specialist though. Alright, we have our own prototype at least. Guess we'll run this out, and then I can still afford to attack for 1 here. I can still crew in response and take it from there. I do have, again, another Specialist in the deck. Hopefully I can get back to bounce the Tameshi back to replay her. It's nice discarding some lands to prevent a bit of flooding, unlike the first game we lost, so we'll see. You could crew an attack. I might just double block it, honestly, or just take it. But this is just going to get more out of hand later. I mean, next turn I can still crew the prototype and attack. We'll see what the opponent does here. Selfless Samurai, maybe to hit some land drops, which he was missing out on. I mean, if I double block here, I can run into an intervention, and that could be a problem, but I still think I have to get rid of this eventually. We'll see here. I actually don't mind this. And then I can still maybe attack with a prototype, although he does have a good double block. We'll see. I guess a suit up doesn't hurt. I mean, if he wants a crew and suit up, I'm all down for that. So you know what? If the opponent wants it, they can have it. And I'm fine using it on the prototype. I guess I can attack with everyone too. I guess I can also just give this first strike. Yeah, I'll just give it first strike. Otherwise it's just too obvious to have a trick. So. Okay. I mean, he can just block it, but I can suit up now and get rid of it, which I think is my game plan. Opponent's using this to just prevent damage, but suit up is really nice here, so let's get rid of his prototype. I guess he can give it indestructible now, but I still get to draw a card, which isn't the worst, and he loses his Samurai for life gain, so it's fine. Gotta bait it out sometimes. I can also Incision. Ooh, I can also Moonsnare Specialist, Incision onto Tameshi. Do I do it now or do I wait? I might want to wait. Not sure. Yeah, let's just do it now. I feel like he could have something, so. And then we can replay Tameshi and start drawing cards all day, so this is good. And this plays around a counter spell as well, in case he has one. If he crews and attacks, I can still maybe do a double block, which I don't mind. Igandro Exemplar, so he can hit for like a lot, but I'm still fine maybe doing some blocks here. So I'm fine baiting out a Wanderer's Intervention if I can't get these back, but it's still fine, I think. Born to Drive, alright, I guess this is going to be a little bit rough to deal with. I can't block it, so I gotta put a chump blocker in front of this and then attack back. Alright, I can always tap it down though too. But Born to Drive, it's going to be a little bit problematic, but we'll chump. And I could always Network Disruptor. I can always keep up the Moth Rider Patrol to tap this down, which I also don't hate. Network Disruptor, chumping, get back with Tameshi is not a bad idea. Yeah, let's just attack first, I think. And then we're probably fine crewing the Kitsune Ace. I think I'm also fine trading the Moonsnare Specialist here. I'm fine with the trade. And I might as well just run out, I guess, Network Disruptor to maybe chump block and get back with Tameshi and draw a card. And then we can always just tap the vehicle down when it crews so he doesn't get to make pilots. I kind of do want to hit my lands though, so let's hope the opponent tries to crew. And doesn't realize I have a Moth Rider Patrol to mess with him here. A Moon Circuit Hacker, alright, that's pretty good too. Yeah, Moon Circuit Hacker is quite awesome. Let's crew. And then I guess I can attack again. And then we might as well give it first strike for what it's worth. And then I could bounce the Vector Glider. But I think I'd rather just bounce maybe the Network Disruptor still, since I don't really have much to discard. Wandering Emperor, alright, that's a problem. Let's see what it does. I guess it might exile my vehicle now, which could be a problem. So I might want to, Ninja back to Network Disruptor to tap some stuff down next turn. Alright, there's not much I can do about that, so vehicle goes bye-bye. And then we'll ninjutsu a Moon Circuit Hacker to maybe hit some land drops. And I do want to get back the Network Disruptor to start tapping his vehicle. And we got our land, so that's good. So now what? I guess I can still run out the Disruptor next turn and attack the Wandering Emperor. So I could use an extra body. And I have a second Network Disruptor for next turn anyway, so this is okay. And then we just want to tap down the Prodigy's Prototype. I don't care if he puts a 1/1 counter anywhere, we should be fine. And if the opponent floods, that's even better, so hopefully he's out of stuff. Specialist, alright. Probably bouncing my Moth Rider Patrol, if I have to imagine. If he bounced back my... So that's a problem, so now what? I can, if I tap anything down, he's just going to crew in response, so I guess we just got a chump here. And then maybe finish off the Emperor next turn, since he's out of gas. So, but I can still chump the 7/8, which is okay. So putting it onto a 1/1 pilot isn't bad, and then, yeah, we can finish this off for next turn, and then hopefully stabilize eventually, and try to win in the air. I can still take 3. Yeah, I can still take 3. I could also chump with a Network Disruptor to put something in the yard to get back. So that could be reasonable, but I can always do that later. Another Moon Circuit Hacker, that's not bad. Okay, so first things first. Yeah, let's just move the combat. This goes here. And this goes face, and I can still run out Moon Circuit Hacker to draw an extra card. I'm pretty sure this can only be used Completion's quite good. I might as well just run it out now. This just to shut down his vehicle. So that's quite nice. And then we might as well run out. Should maybe kept the white mana for the Moth Rider, but this is okay. We can even chump with this to buy back with Tameshi and draw a card. So we're doing a lot of, we're doing well. I can also just double block this for what it's worth. Maybe that's fine. Since I can just get everything back, and that's an annoying creature anyway, so. Kitsune Ace, so opponent with a similar deck. Yeah, we can just play land. Tameshi can buy back the Moon Circuit Hacker. Could also just send in the Kitsune Ace for the hell of it. We can get back the Moon Circuit Hacker. So X equals 2. And just draw a card before he tops decks like a Farewell or something. And then yeah, we'll run out the Moth Rider Patrol. So yeah, we can just keep trading and drawing cards with Tameshi all day. Dragonfly Suit is fine. But we could still attack and then tap it down in response. So we should be fine here. Move the combats. Attack with these. And if he tries a crew, he can, I guess it's not, doesn't have first strike, but we can still tap it down anyways. Do I want to do that? I mean, I can always just loop and draw a card again. Like, I could still loop and draw a card, honestly. If he blocks my 1/1, it's still okay. I don't know. Guess we can still tap both down and get back a Moon Circuit Hacker for what's worth, so let's just do this instead. Draw a card, discard lands. Or I can just run the vehicle, but let's just get more value with Tameshi. Yeah, that's why this card's a bomb. Just the silly things you can do with it over and over. Opponent also has a really good deck, except I don't really like the Samurai theme, but I can understand the Selfless Samurai. I'd rather just be the Ninja theme. I could also see a Sweeper here, but we also have some creatures to follow up, so yeah. And we're out of the 666, so you gotta thank the G word for it, God. Whether or not you believe in it, I don't care. Let's just have fun, enjoy our lives before World War III starts and the metaverse kicks in and we all just become digital avatars on the web. Or robots, I don't know. You call it. And we got a mass reorb. Okay. All right. So as you can see, I'm hitting a win streak, but we're still at 668. So it's funny. We actually went down a rank for winning. It must be something to do with the time constraints. Not sure. But it goes to show that, yeah, how grindy the games can be, even in an aggressive deck, and how hard it is to reach top 10 Mythic with just a good deck. Yeah, I think our opponent last game had this mix of samurais and vehicles, but I really think blue-white, you just want to focus on ninjas and like spirited companions and imperial oaths. Like it's the only real good blue archetype I think is just ninjas. There's not much beyond that. Um, yeah, like the vehicles thing, I don't really believe in it. Like I don't really care about playing cards like Born to Drive and Dragon Suit Pilot just to have a bit of synergy for the most part. And then the whole samurai thing in white is a bit of a weird dichotomy with the vehicles. Like if you want to have a good strategy, at least like have a very focused strategy with maybe a minor sub theme. Maybe samurais was the minor sub theme, and then the vehicles were the main topping. But if you don't have the selfless samurai out early, the samurais can fall apart since drawing a 3-mana 3/2 doesn't do much in this format. And again, the white aggressive commons, I'm not really a big fan of. Okay, we have Modern Age, no, and then no, what's the Circuit card, but I think we still keep. We can maybe discard some lands if we're afraid of flooding and take it from there. So I'll try it. Not the most exciting hand, but still keepable. Alright, and the Searchlight Companion could be kind of fun. And then we can Moonsnare Specialist off the Searchlight for value. So what's this? It's a black-red deck. Alright. I might need to shut this down with the completion, so I'm going to have to hold on to my stuff. But first things first, let's round out the Modern Age and see what we want to discard. I definitely need to keep maybe land 4, but I still think we might have to discard land because all these cards are just so useful. As we can discard our planes. Alright. Run out Searchlight Companion, turn 4, maybe lock down this Only Cold Anvil before it starts going off. Experimental Synthesizer, alright, it plays really well with Anvil, but then if you can't cast anything, wow, what is this? I guess this is some sort of Grixis Madness deck, I have no idea. Alright, Reality Heist. So he's hard splashing blue, or maybe he's splashing black, but somehow has blue going, so that's interesting. I guess I will accept that. What the heck? Really, guys, don't play this card. Even if you're in blue, just don't play it. It's not a good card. Like, you don't want to limit yourself to just 2 artifact cards. Alright, now we can discard Island. Sure. And then we should be set for lands, hopefully. Next turn he can sack this and draw a card and make a 1/1. But we want to get rid of this Only Cold Anvil ASAP before the does other shenanigans. We could also develop the board, I guess, with Moonsnare Specialist and bounce the token. But I think we just might want to just be mana efficient here and get rid of this. Again, it's just a big problem. This is the scariest card in the red-black deck. It's not the synthesizers or the removal spells, but this. And if you have ever faced against 2 copies with this, it's definitely really difficult to win against. Especially with 2 of them. What is this? Alright, that's something new. I guess he doesn't get any card advantage unless he has blue mana here. So I guess we don't get punished that much. So we can attack with both. I'm fine trading the construct here. Since he didn't even gain value off of this anyways. Okay, runs a containment construct instead. I guess I want to keep this back for the 2/1 now. But I think we need to shut down the Anvil ASAP. So I think we attack for 1. And then completion it, and next turn we can maybe do some bounce shenanigans with Specialist. So let's just do this now. Discard's a problem, get rid of it. Attack for 1, and then we have a 1/1 and a 2/3 back on defense. And locks down all abilities, so if he has another Anvil, it doesn't multiply. So completion is an okay removal spell. The fact is just an enchantment can be a bit of a problem because there's a lot of decent ways to interact with it in this format by bouncing the creature back or exiling it with like a Fade into Antiquity. So, but I'll still main deck it if I have to. Maybe a Voltage Search here. Alright, I guess you can stack the Anvil and get rid of this. Fair enough. But at least the anvil's gone, and I don't think there's any ways for red-black to really get back since they don't really have much graveyard synergy. So maybe he's hoping to find his blue mana for Modern Age Containment Construct. We can still attack for 1, bounce a token next turn with the Moonsnare Specialist, run out maybe Moth Rider Patrol. Twin Shot Sniper, alright, rip 1-1. Alright, so this is not going to be easy. Do I trade for the token? I don't think so. But I can still attack with a 1-1 next turn, but I don't really get any benefits. I could also just run out the 3-5, to be honest. But if he kills a 3-5, I might need a blocker, so we'll just run out to buy Trespassers. And say go, just a fine body on turn 5. Sniper is a really great uncommon. But this opponent is splashing some weird blue spells, which I disagree with. Grixis Artifacts, is that really a thing? I guess it is. We can even suit up. Song Shaper, sure. So I probably need to keep this back as a blocker. If I attack with it, what happens? He's probably going to take it. I could always just main phase this and get this out of the way, honestly. Or keep up the suit up. Not sure. I think I'm fine just using this now. Bouncing the token. And then running out Moth Rider Patrol. Just get everything down. And then I can attack with this, and if he blocks, I can use suit up next turn, so that's fine. This is better off as a blocker anyways, so. No blue mana still. Prototype is nice. I have 6 mana to do everything. I think we can attack and maybe try to suit up, but if he has instant speed, I can get punished. So not sure here, but it seems like everything resolves quickly, so I'm just going to attack with the 1-1 and see what's up. And hope I don't get punished here with instant speed, but we'll try it. This is like a good turn to use suit up if everything's resolving so quickly, but alright, it resolves, so that's good. Now we can crew an attack and keep the 3-5 back to block or attack as well, so. Poke can still double block, but then it's still a 2-for-1 for me, so. I guess I can Network Disruptor as well, or tap something down. Maybe it's time to use a Moth Rider Patrol. Or I can still use it back on defense. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm fine getting rid of his Containment Construct. Crew both of these. Keep this as a tapper. Move the combats. Attack. And then could just run out land since... I mean, I might have another Modern Age to discard. So this is fine. And we'll see what the opponent has here. Not much, I assume. So go, tap down Song Shaper, or we can just still take like 2 damage depending on what happens. I guess he just concedes here. Yep. Alright, sweet. We're doing it. We're getting a really good win rate, and we got only down up. We still only went up 1 rank. So imagine how it must have felt when I attempted to make those videos. I must have sounded pretty stupid or something. But yeah, we have a good, excellent track record, and then hopefully we can get some quick wins so we can run another draft and take it from there. Alright, so just need the 2 more wins, 5-1. That's nice. Ooh, Containment Construct in Modern Age. Alright, we got the Wombo combo. Let's do it. Hopefully it doesn't get answered, and then we can gain some card advantage by discarding some lands. But this is really sweet. Never had an opener like this, but yeah, if you are in blue, just if you're drafting blue, make sure you consider this as an option. Outside of it, maybe if you get a network terminal, you can consider this option as well. But yeah, unless you're like you have a bunch of modern ages, I wouldn't really consider this card since it's just quite fragile. And if you can't discard frequently, it doesn't do much. But it's nice card advantage if it goes unanswered. So just keep this card in mind. Don't sleep on it, but also don't overrate it. And at the same time, don't underrate it. But yeah, we can have a really fun start. If this goes unanswered and the opponent's playing green, hopefully no Rabbit Bite on my Containment Construct. I'm definitely not blocking. Or Master's Rebuke, Rabbit Bites. I assume turn 2 you don't really want to kill the Construct unless you fear Modern Age. But we'll see. Black, so hopefully no Lethal Exploit. Azuzas is fine. And I definitely don't want to block this. I'm fine trading. Hopefully no Clawing Torments. Okay, nope. Don't think Seal Up does anything. Let's run out the Modern Age. And then we can get some value. Discard land, replay the land. So yeah. Getting some of that good old value. And say go. So green-black is a tier 1 archetype, so gotta be careful. There's a lot of great powerful synergies in this deck. So like even if he removes Containment Construct, I still drew a free card off of it, and then I'm about to draw 2 cards, so no blocks, hopefully no Biting Palm Ninja. He could have a Kappa Tech Wrecker. I mean, anything could mess me up here. We'll see. Hopefully just a normal ninja, like, okay, no ninjas. Alright, so if he had a Kappa Tech Wrecker, I think he would have maybe exiled one of these. If he had a Biting Palm Ninja, he wants to answer while even Assassin's inking a 2-1, that's fine. He just already used up a good removal spell, and then either way, we're still getting value by discarding a land here, so that's quite good. And then, yeah, just run out Searchlight Companion. The 1-1 can hold off his 1-1, and then we can even keep it on defense with a suit up eventually. So yeah, I had to use an Assassin's Ink on a Containment Construct, I like that. What's this? A Fade into Antiquity? Could see that happen. So opponent's probably holding on to more interaction and removal, I have to imagine. But this 1-1 can jump in front of the Fang at least. Next one we can also keep up a couple of instances. I'm hoping I maybe top deck a Ninja. That would be awesome with a Searchlight. Hopefully no Boseiju, Kami to buy back the Fang. Alright. I guess Azuzas to gaining more life. Alright, just this because it comes out quicker. Wow, alright. Thousand Face Shadows can be kind of fun. And this is only targeting creatures, so now what? I could attack with all. He blocks, I cast Suit Up. Or maybe want to keep Suit Up on defense. Yeah, this even if I ninja off of this, like making a 1-1 doesn't really accomplish much. I could still like force something here. If I exile the Vector Glider, it will still be an enchantment. Maybe I just need to keep Suit Up on defense this turn, but I could still attack for funsies. And then just use Suit Up to take out the 3-3, which I don't mind, although the 4-3 is going to hit harder. But if he has mana open for interaction, that could be a problem, so... the thing is, he doesn't even need to block, funny enough. So I think we can just attack with the Searchlight Companion and say go. And then I don't think I want to ninja anything. It's a pretty unexciting turn, but I gotta keep up my instances so I don't get blown out. And then the funny thing is, if he has removal, I might actually target the Vector Glider with the Suit Up. That way, if he has another response, I can flicker it for value. So I think I like that instead. And then I like blocking the Geothermal Kami here. So I can also flicker this, make another 1-1, but let's go for this. And then we'll probably see an instant speed response. We can play in our Incision as well for value, so we'll probably see a fight spell here. So this is just in case something goes wrong. Alright, it resolves. Alright. Let's see if the opponent has anything. So pump trick, alright, so I'm not killing this. And it's not so bad, so let's flicker the Vector Glider. So we get more value anyways. So we can draw and discard an island and waste this whole turn. Reckoner Raid, right, that's fine. Discard more lands. So churning through the library, I could attack with all and then Thousand Face Shadows. Or I can just run out Prodigy's Prototype and maybe go from there. I don't know if this comes back as a 3-4. If I Thousand Face Shadows and gets rid of my token and make another Searchlight, doesn't seem that great. I should have also run out of Plains instead, but we'll run out of Prototype. And I think we say go. And then we can take 4 or chump it, and then we can screw back and attack next turn. Since we will get a body. And I guess what I can do is I can make another copy of Prototype to trade for Fang if he plays as a random blocker. If he attacks with the Azuzas, I can double crew and block it. But he could also have a trick again. So this is a strange attack. It's a lot of damage though. So do I crew and block? Next turn I'm liking the turn where I actually make a copy, although he does have a Fang of Shigeki. So maybe I just bait out something here. So I think the opponent has interaction, but I still think I go for it here. And then just attempt to block the 3-3 to maybe make him use up some mana. So he probably has like a lethal exploit. But I think he's smart enough to know this attack is something, makes him use something here, but we'll see. I mean, I don't want to take a million damage, so I gotta block. Otherwise, the other notion would be to chump, crew, attack, make a 1-1 pilot, and just chump all day, but then he can play the Death Toucher, which can be kind of annoying. So we'll see what the opponent does here. Maybe he has a Springleaf Avenger. Alright, Coiling Stalker's fine. It doesn't have First Strike though, so like he can only put a counter onto itself. So he had a Ninja all along and was a Coiling Stalker, but yeah, now what we can do is we can do something fun. We can crew. I guess we can still crew the token to maybe trade off here. Yeah, let's just play this. Crew Moth Rider Patrol. Attack with both. And then before damage, I guess we need to move the blocks first. We can ninjutsu in Thousand Face Shadows, copying another Prototype. And yep, we got him, so sweet. Alright, 6 and 2. 6 and 1, I mean, and then we were out of the number of the beasts. They decided it was too much for us to handle, so. This deck is a lot of fun, holy crap. Yeah, ninjas are very good, but you kind of have to have the right comment. It's like the thing about blue, white, and red is like, again, they're like blue slightly better than white and red, but they're still kind of narrow strategies. Like in blue, you only really want to be in the ninjas deck. In white, you really want to just be in kind of in a controlling deck. And then in red, you just kind of want to be all in artifacts, whereas black and green, like green wants to obviously be in control, but it has enough fixing and flexibility. It can incorporate every other color except maybe red, and then black is just good of everything. So yeah, even then blue is just kind of narrow, but luckily we were heavy blue, so we were heavy ninjas. So we're just more focused on ninjas than anything else, and most of our white cards aren't very good either way. So let's see. Yeah, most of our single color white cards aren't very good. Like, let's see, Moth Rider Patrol is just a medium enabler. I guess only Machiko's Reign of Truth, and then the Prototype. So either way, we're just kind of mono blue in a sense, anyways. So sometimes if black gets cut off, it's nice to just go mono blue, maybe a splash of either red or white, and take it from there. And this is what we're doing. So. Alright, let's face the final boss. Got back most of our gems, and I'm happy to do a second draft after this. Let's go. Blue was really open in this draft. Teriyaki Boys, I keep facing him. I don't know if it's one of my peers in real life that I teach, but I guess this is Teriyaki Fish Boys. Alright, let's Network Disruptor into Circuit Hacker into maybe Kunai, or just rerun the Circuit Hacker, or Network Disruptor. Seems pretty good, and then hopefully we can get a third land for Prototype. Otherwise, there must be something really messed up about having 17 lands and no lands to draw into. Right, we got land anyway, so let's run out the Network Disruptor. Could also maybe be careful of a Wander's Intervention next turn, which could mess us up, but I still think we go for it. We have a second Moon Circuit Hacker to follow up as well. I guess if he has another intervention, we can respond with a second Moon Circuit Hacker, so yeah, we'll see it. So there's a nice trick you can do in Ninjas, so he goes unblocked, we run out the Moon Circuit, and it's still considered attacked and blocking, so if he uses an intervention, we can also just Ninja again, but I guess not. Now we can draw a card, and then we can use this as a tapper again, or just use it as another Ninja Enabler. Probably fine running out the Kunai, since we might want to use this as a tapper. And then we can just flip the Ninjas over and over and draw cards. It's kind of a fun strategy. Kind of annoying, but it's so fun when you can pull it off. Like, looping Moon Circuit Hackers is really, really annoying. So now what? We can tap this down. I guess we could run out of Prosperous Thief. I could also equip Attack. I could also just tap Attack and then... Yeah, let's just do this. I might just want to draw a card, but I'm also missing land drops. So maybe the right thing to do is to ninjutsu in the Prosperous Thief. Like, I could maybe draw a card and equip and kill this next turn. But maybe Prosperous Thief is a lot better, and we can always ninja off to the Network Disruptor anyway. So you know what, let's just do this. Get some treasures going. And then, do I want to do anything here? Not really. We'll just say go, hold on to the treasure. I guess I can also trade here for what's worth, and it's not a bad trade. But if he has an answer to the Prosperous Thief, I might want to just take 4. We'll see. I guess I might want to keep this around because it also makes a treasure off of Prosperous Thief. And then I can maybe attack for a Prototype and make a 1/1 later, but that's still going to be a little bit slow. So I think he has a removal spell here. It's probably the Seismic Wave, which deals 2 damage plus 1 to every non-artifact, so he might have that. I mean, I guess if I trade here and this dies, I can still run a Prototype, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, just a Guy Bot, so I can't block this anyways. Decides to put it onto itself, interestingly. I think I trade here, and then if he blocks, it's fine. If he doesn't, that's even better. I can also completion this. Alright, doesn't do anything, so do I attack with Prosperous Thief? Kind of like maybe just killing this and then getting out Moon Circuit Hacker, make a treasure, play Kitsune Ace, or play Prodigy's Prototype. Yeah, let's move to combat, I guess. Attack, and then before damage, we'll just Ninja. And then, I might not even need to answer this ASAP, since the thing is, I mean, I can still run this out and play a Prototype. Yeah, let's just run out Prototype, I guess. Like, she can draw a card with this, but it's just so much mana to invest. It's not really that good for him. And I do like to get the Network Disruptor out now that I have a second one. In this way, I can start generating treasures as well, so this is good. We'll see go. We can crew the Prosperous Thief and attack next turn, but I guess he has a 4/1. He can block and draw a card. Attacks with the 3/2. Do I really even want to block? I don't really want to block. I guess I can crew and block. He could also have the stupid, whatchamacallit, the boar. The one that gives extra toughness. But I do want to start making treasures. Let's just take it. I think I'm fine taking 3. I think he has the board that pumps, since it's a pretty strange attack. Hero Subduer is fine. And an Eater Virtue, that's a pretty good card. But we have a pretty good turn next turn, so what can we do here? Ooh, we can run second Prototype and do some crazy shenanigans. But then he can then block, but I can then kill something with a Kunai. I think that's okay. I have 5 mana available. I can use the Kunai. And then still attack with a Network Disruptor and make some treasures. Yeah, let's go for it. This is really fun. And then we can, which one doesn't have Summoning Sickness? Oh yeah, enter the battlefield this turn, so it's this one that doesn't have Summoning Sickness. We can crew and make 2 pilots, so we just get 1,000,000 blockers all day. And we can also crew this in response as a blocker. So, this deck can do some silly things. And we can also make a treasure. And I can also run out second Network Disruptor. But I have one in play already, so we'll see go. I can still chump this. Like, I don't even need to kill this, to be honest. I can just chump. And he just concedes. Alright. Blue-white tempo is real. Yes, it is. Blue-white tempo. You gotta believe it. And, yeah, we went 7-1. Hit a win streak. We're still at 600 rank. And I haven't gotten such a great win streak in a long time. Most of the times, even if I draft as well as I can, I end up just getting up to 3 wins and just losing to a bunch of busted decks. But yeah, this deck was definitely an exception, and I'm definitely gonna save this one. So yeah, blue-white ninjas. Freaking awesome. Not often do you come across something like this, but yeah, I'm quite happy with the results here. 7-1. Haven't gotten that in a while. Most of the times it's just sometimes just 7-2, and 7-0 would have obviously been better, but we got flooded out in the game that we lost. So running 17 lands wasn't the fault. It was just that one game I got really unlucky and I got mana screwed. And then in the previous match we were also kind of stuck on mana. So still running 17 lands was correct. And yeah, this is the deck. Maybe Tameshi should have been our poster child. So maybe I can just use this sort of thumbnail pic. So one moment. Alright, blue-white Azorius Ninjas, let's claim our prize. And then, yeah, let's just do another draft after this. I think I collected most of my rares, so doing the pack one, pick one thing isn't as good since they're just going to show up as nothing but gems, so let's fire off a second one. And see what fun deck we can draft this time. But man, that was really awesome. Azorius Ninjas. So if you're watching this, Chris Wong, this is how you do the Ninjas deck. This is how you do it. Not with a bunch of bad vehicles, but just Prodigy's Prototype, and then focus on the blue aggression half of it. So, yeah, this was awesome. Even had to abandon our first pick, which was a spinning wheel kick. But we found the right lane, and we got really well rewarded. Alright then, pack one, pick one, Premier Draft, Neon Dynasty. This is our second draft. What do we have to find pleasure of opening? Oh well, I mean, I guess we can be blue again with Mindlink Mech. There's also Twin Shot Sniper, which I also think is excellent. The best common in this pack is a Spirited Companion, but I think both of these are a lot better. So which one do I choose here? If I take Twin Shot Sniper, I'm in red, which is considered the weakest color. I still think it's a good color, but it's kind of just like blue and white. It's trying to do its own thing. But maybe still just a Mindlink Mech. If we can pick up some Lifelinkers, this card can be quite absurd. And yeah, it's just a very difficult creature to block. The crew one is very easy. And I think I'd rather be in blue slightly more than red, given that I think the ninjas are a little bit more fun than artifacts, and maybe slightly better. Not sure. Either way, blue-black and black-red are the best decks in this format, so you can make the case with both. But I'm down to just try blue again, and this card is still quite good. So we'll take it over Twin Shot Sniper, which would be my second pick. Alright, alright, Replication Specialist could be kind of fun, now that we have a Mind Link mech. I think from watching the pros and what they've stated about Replication Specialist, they say this card isn't that great, and I do kind of agree. It's kind of clunky at times, and it doesn't really fit well in a green deck, since if you go end up green-blue, you don't have a bunch of artifacts, but if you end up black-blue or even blue-red, you can have a decent amount, and by taking this, it keeps us in blue. Had we taken Twin Shot Sniper, we'd be pretty happy if a Kumano faces Kakazan, which is excellent. And then there's a chance we can still end up blue-red with Enthusiastic Mechanauts. If this wasn't his pack, yeah, I would maybe take Kumano faces Kakazan, because it's just the best red uncommon in the set. Some other good cards include Terrible Secrets and Searchlight Companion, but gonna just take the big flyer here and keep myself mono blue. And now what? Who could take a Virus Beetle over Prowler, over Generous Visitor? As much as I like Generous Visitor, and as much as I would love taking this over the black cards here, we're not really set up for it. Whereas we're probably happier with either one of these. And I think Virus Beetle is just better than Prowler. We don't have to ninja off of it. Even if it dies, it generates a bit of value by making your opponent discard. And then I think this is a better combo with Replication Specialist, since if you can make a copy of this in the late game, it's pretty absurd. Whereas Prowler can give some Death Touch and Lifelink. Still good, but I still think we take Virus Beetle here. And maybe draft a blue-black Ninjas deck with a bit of a artifact sub-theme. So we'll take it over Generous Visitor. And Moonsnare Specialist and Twisted Embrace. I think Specialist I have higher than Twisted Embrace. Twisted Embrace is, again, in one of the more flexible and the better colors in this format, but I haven't found it to be amazing so far. Again, it's just all the 2-for-1s going on, whereas Specialist is just a great common, and it keeps me in blue, instead of moving to 2 colors immediately. But otherwise, Twisted Embrace would be my second pick here out of this pack. But we'll still take Moonsnare Specialist. Ninjas are powerful, and this is good. This is probably the best ninja at common. What else is there? Not much. This Inkrise Infiltrator is a fine enabler. Dual Land could be kind of fun. Fall I find to be pretty medium, especially against the aggressive ninjas deck. But we'll take a Moonsnare Specialist. And, alright, there's some okay cards here. Best card here in this pack is Oni Cold Anvil. Synthesizer could be kind of cute. There's a Dual Land. I'm not really a big fan of the Dekuchi Silencer. I know it's a ninja, but it's probably just worse than the Inkrise Infiltrator here, which I think is going to be my pick if I'm going to end up in blue-black. I want a decent enabler, and this is a fine one. Otherwise, Completion's okay, but again, just kind of clunky. And we can always pick up one later since it's not a huge priority. Honestly, don't think we're going to be in green anytime soon. But, you know, there's a lot of good cards in this pack. Synthesizer, Infiltrator, Rebuke, Oni Cold Anvil, to a lesser extent Completion, but I don't think we're going to splash this. Let's just take a weaker card here and hope we aren't. We're probably passing up a nutty black-red deck, but so be it. I can't be all over the place. Now that's a late Enthusiastic Mechanaut. So sure, maybe we go end up in blue-red. Otherwise, some fine green cards. Brute Suits, I only really like with the Reckoner Raid. This is fine in ninjas, but you can always pick up one later. Could always splash and fix, but we'll take a Mechanauts. Maybe we just end up blue-red. As we see this pack, which doesn't have anything exciting. Maybe Dual Land, but again, I don't think we're going to be in green. I don't like the Scrounger that much. Probably just take an Apprentice. Maybe as a random one-drop we could use. And then this pack, not much else. Maybe pick up some Completion. There's a we can take Shrine Star. Although we're seeing some like green cards. Not really a big fan of the Iron Hoof Boar either. I guess we take the Bamboo Grove Archer just as a good 2-drop. I like this, at least a copy of this in green. I think is more important than Jukai Preserver. I'll take it. And then, Dual Land over Clawing Torment, I think is the correct thing to do. Just so if we end up blue-black, we want a bit of fixing. But Clawing Torment I do like in blue-black and black-red. We'll take a Dismal Backbar. Ooh, late Kami of Terrible Secrets. Don't sleep on this card. This card's really good. Definitely an overperformer and card that shot up on my radar. I don't think it's the best black common though, but it's number 4 I think on the list after Twisted Embrace. Gonna take over Nozumi Blade Blaster, and wow, Nozumi Prowler late. Alright, I think we're in ninjas. There's no reason why this card should be late, so maybe there's just another black drafter at the table, but yeah, this card's great. Alright, let's go blue-black ninjas with an Inkrise Infiltrator here. Again, vehicles aren't very good. Crew 3 is really difficult, and you don't want to play this. You don't want to play this just to have a bunch of vehicles in your deck. Let's take an Infiltrator, and wow, even Science Reveal. Not sure if I'll play it though. Oh wow, Restless Shout. Alright, blue-black ninjas it is. We'll do it as we open up. Ooh. Is there a chance we end up splashing this? Like, I could. Maybe I can find a way around this. Otherwise, we're taking a couple of ninjas here, which are okay, that we can even get in future packs. But come on, Jugen Defends the Temple is just too absurd to pass up here. Maybe I can try to splash for it. I mean, the card's just incredible, so let's go for it. Let's see if we end up green still. I don't know. I mean, after seeing those late picks, I think we're in ninjas. This card is okay, but I think it's a bit of a trap. I don't really particularly like it. There's a Network Disruptor. There's Sky Turtle, if we want to end up maybe blue-green or green-base, green-black splashing blue. We did see some green in the last pack. It can also be used as a bounce spell, but I feel like if we're going to be ninjas, I really think I need a Network Disruptor, and it's really important to have in the deck like this over Twisted Embrace. Yeah, it did seem really open. It's between like these 3 cards, I think. There's also Terrarium. Like, we could still be a ninjas deck splashing for Jugen Defense the Temple. Like, we really don't have a setup for a green-black deck anyways. Like, it feels like we are kind of this tempo-y ninja deck. Otherwise, it would be maybe the Colossal Sky Turtle. Not sure here. Best card is Sky Turtle. Let's just keep taking the best card. Maybe we just move back into green again as I get past a Thief and a Modern Age and a Generous Visitor. Alright, we'll take Generous Visitor. Yeah, I guess we're just out of Ninja's plan now. And green seems pretty open. Yeah, I guess we're just green-black. Green-black, good stuff. Maybe splashing a bit of blue. Or green-blue, good stuff, splashing a bit of black. Had we been in a Ninja's deck, we'd probably be looking at Prosperous Thief, but yeah, Generous Visitor is the best card in this pack. That's quite crazy. Now seeing all these green cards, so we're just going to move into the green. Take a Master's Rebuke here over another random Ninja, which I don't care about. And then Geothermal Kami seems quite good. Also, late Disruptor, late Imperial Oath. All fine cards, but we'll just cut off some green. Best card in this pack, I think, is Imperial Oath. But yeah, it seems like the Ninja's deck is open and the green grind deck, so don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just going to keep taking some green stuff as there's another late Geothermal Kami, which is quite powerful. But yeah, after second pick Jugen, I think I have to kind of move into this game plan, and then now this Bamboo Grove Archer seems quite good. Ooh, another Kami and another Modern Age. I think we're green-black. Splashing blue. Seeing black late. There's also a dual land here. But I think it's just worse than these commons, which are really good. Yeah, I think we're green-black, splash blue. Saw a couple of blue cards. I don't know. I mean, with this tab, I think we're green-black, splash blue. Instead of green-blue, splash black, because I'd rather play these on time, so I think we run out the Kami here. And then we can maybe take a Kunai for the Kami over Blade Blaster. This is one of the worst sagas in the set. We'll take this. And then could just run a random Chow Walker, or just run a random Brute Suit as a random vehicle. Has some synergy with synergy of the Kami, and helps us curve out. And Decoy could be playable, sure. Not sure if I want to splash this, but it's okay. We have a bit of fixing. But it's kind of crazy how the second pack just completely turned everything around. Mindlink Mech doesn't seem that great in this deck. But yeah, green does look open. And it's hard to abandon this and then like end up in a Ninja's deck splashing this. It's kind of weird, so we're just going to have to make some compromises here. And we do have some early artifacts already. Ooh, Modern Age, alright. Maybe we just end up straight up 3 colors. Not sure. I don't know. I don't really want to splash the Specialist either. Maybe we're supposed to be green, blue, splashing black. Not sure. I'm not sure here. As I see a Blade Blesser, which I'm happy to play a copy of in these decks. Just as a fine 3-drop to curve into. Of course, we're mostly just going to be in a mid-rangey deck. Alright, next pack. Alright, another Sky Turtle is amazing, so hopefully we can pick up some, whatchamacallits, the Season of Renewals. It's definitely the best pack card for us. And I think pack 1, pick 1, I think it's defensible taking this over Oni Cold Anvil, just because I think green is a better color. And then a Fade into Antiquity is nice over Uncharted Haven, because I do need playables here, given how the first pack went. So unfortunately going to pass up the land, but I think I need some removal. And we just want to have a solid deck here. The first pack kind of threw us into ninjas, but then we completely made a complete turn. Had to pass up some green cards too in the first pack, but we're making up for it. Terrarium would also be nice. Ooh, Long Reach of Night, gonna take it here as well. There's also Searchlight Companion, which I like. Leech Gauntlet's okay. Geothermal Kami, but Long Reach of Night is amazing, so green, black, splash blue it is. Now this pack is just kind of whatever. I don't think I'm taking any of this. I'll maybe just take the Shrine. And alright, we'll take the land. Although I could use a Tanuki. Maybe Tanuki's nice, just because we can cycle and it also helps us fix, and it's also a creature we could play, because again, we're lacking playables. So I'm going to take a Tanuki here. It's pretty reasonable. And then the late game we can at least cast it. So it gives us some flexibility, can help us ramp, find our blue source, and then also, yeah, it just plays well into Sky Turtle if we want to cast Sky Turtle. I actually want the Brute Suit over Blade Blesser too, because of these Kamis of Terrible Secrets. Not sure here. Mind Lake Mech is also good, but again, I think we have enough beefy creatures. We don't really need a card like it to win the game. It's better than, again, like the previous deck that we drafted. Specialist can maybe come in. Same with the Replication Specialist. Actually isn't a bad idea either. That's just a random 5-drop. I'm hoping we can get more stuff going. Like I could use a Tales of Master Shishiro on 5. As we see, probably just going to take the Uncharted Haven over everything else, so got a bit of fixing anyways. Mind Lake Mech can actually just be better than Brute Suit, but again, we would have to fix for it. But maybe it's still good enough. So we can just be this blue-green mid-range good stuff deck with a bit of a minor ninja package, who knows. Azusa's alright, another enchantment for Jennifer's Visitor, and it's also nice on turn 2, so green is open for sure. Ooh, another Kami, awesome, that's great. So now, ooh, okay, Mukotai Ambusher I actually think I like over Brute Suits. It has a bit of these cool ninja synergies. I've been slightly higher on this card, so now we just need one more playable. I love the Uncharted Haven for more fixing. So I could just up maybe the artifact or the artifact count a bit by running the Brute Suit. There's a fine dual land here, but I don't think we're splashing white. Or maybe we get like a weird Imperial Flate. I might consider it. Nope. Alright, yeah, this is a cool deck. I think we can get away with one blue source here. And then, what do we want as our final card? I guess, yeah, we just need one more final card. Do we have enough artifacts, really? Like, we really need to trigger these commies. So I might just have to run maybe Brute Suit, or I guess I could take the chance and run the vehicle, the 4/3 flying vehicle, even though it's not colorless. Maybe it's just good enough that I might take it here. So maybe I can make it consistently that I can get my blue mana going. So maybe I can get away with 2 mountains here, two islands in this deck. And then if we want a random artifact, I think the Mind Link mech is enough better than the Brute Suit. I have to take it. It's a flyer. It can become I don't know, a Colossus Turtle, a Lifelinker Mukotai Ambusher, which is awesome. And I think we just need to up the artifact count a bit for these 3 awesome Kami of Terrible Secrets. So you know what? Let's throw in the Mind Link mech. It was our first pick anyways, and then we'll just play this weird Sultai combination. In terms of our mana base, favoring green obviously, and then 4 blue spells. How much main fixing do we have? We have a Greater Tanuki, which can get us a land, and that's about it. So our fixing isn't all that incredible. Blade Blaster is also not an amazing card, but I don't think we want to go out our way to take any of these blue cards, because they're good cards, but they're not like cards I particularly am amazed to splash. And I don't really want to run an Iron Apprentice in this deck, so it's fine. So we only have 1 main mana fixer, so how much blue sources do we have total? 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5, 6 counting the Uncharted Haven, so I think that should be enough. And then in terms of black, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, alright, 10 black sources for 8, and then green, 6. We might need to up the green here. 6, 7, 8 doesn't seem good. Maybe we just cut a swamp, and then now we have 9 green sources. But we do need to make sure we have some green going, so we can cycle the Greater Tanuki. So we can just run this, 7, 8, 9. But these are going to go into the other colors anyways. Not sure here. Can I get away with 1 island? I don't think so. Maybe I can just get away with cutting another swamp just to be safe. I mean, the thing is, the only blue spells we're interested in casting early are these 2, and then we can always cast this later, so maybe I can just run away with 1 island, and then we can name blue whenever we top deck an Uncharted Haven, because I really think we need 8 green sources if we have 11 green spells, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources at the very least. So yeah, we could take the risk here and hopefully get away with it, so let's try it out. I'm hoping this deck limit's reached. I keep adding these decks because I'm always afraid I didn't record them or save them. But let's see, I'm using up a lot of time, so I only have a couple hours, and these games are really long, so let's hurry up, game. Yeah, I recorded this like 3 times already. This deck is also just very good, but didn't get there. Unfortunately, I hate deleting decks like these. But it wasn't very good. The Kami War deck was kind of fun, but only got up to 3 wins, and we only cast Kami War once. This one also had some interesting things, but also just didn't get there. So a lot of these decks are just kind of a miss, even though they're quite good. This deck did really well. And then, yeah, we'll just resave here. And then draft again. Let's go. Let's keep playing. This is a very good format as well. Just lots of interesting things you can do. So, can't stop drafting this. I draft this like almost religiously, like once a day. It's kind of crazy. Opening hands, alright, so we can name blue and we can curve out. Seems good. So we can run Virus Beetle into Mindlink Mech, which can be kind of fun. We'll see what the opponent plays. Wish we had a season of renewal for the Turtles, but they're still good cards that you play them regardless. So we'll make sure we name blue. Run out Virus Beetle into Mindlink Mech. Opponent plays a Fang, which is nice. And we can run out this Virus Beetle. Eventually we can attack with some of our stuff. And maybe Nezumi Prowler to give it Death Touch, so we can trade like a small creature for something better. Discards a white source, so maybe green-white enchantments. I could attack here. Since, I mean, am I fearing any ninjas? I could be afraid of maybe a Kappa Tech Wrecker. If I attack, I have an option to maybe ninja this out, but I can't replay it, so I think I just run a Mindlink Mech and Sigo. I don't want to run into a Kappa Tech Wrecker from the green deck, and that can definitely mess up my Mindlink Mech. So we'll just pass a turn, and then we can start crewing and attacking for 4, which is quite nice. Intercessor's Arrest. Alright, so rip vehicle. If I crew it, he can attack for 1. Does it do anything? Nope, I guess it's locked down. Rip vehicle. But that's fine. I can now attack, and I highly doubt he's going to block. If I can, I can ninjutsu. Let's attack. He's also stuck on land, so that's good. And then now we can ninja in the Prowler. Get in for a good lifelink hit. And then run out the Beetle again and make him discard. So just messing with his hand even further makes him discard Harmonious Emergence, because the opponent has to prioritize lands. Wisdom, that's fine. He draws a card, but I can kill it with the Ninja's Kunai, which I'm fine dealing with. I can also bounce his token. Ooh, can I bounce Mindlink Mech? Not really, it's an artifact, but now we can do this. Might as well crew the Prowler because he's probably just going to block it anyways. Take out the Fang. Even though it drew him a card, it's a fine target. And then I guess I can attack for 1. Maybe should have kept the blue man, or decide to block it anyways. Alright, that's sweet. Okay. So opponent's stuck on mana and afraid of my ninja shenanigans. And Kami would have been great if I have a enchantment, but I don't. I guess I can just run this out since it's not doing much. I can also just buy back the Virus Beetle and replay it. I think for now we'll just attack for 3. And then I'll just run out to Geothermal Kami without anything because we don't have an enchantment, but that's fine. Just a big body. Emergence, so we can bounce. Alright, now we have enchantments. Although if I play the enchantment, the problem is that I still can't play anything else. I think I just bounce the planes here to just annoy him even further. And then next turn we can run out the Kami and draw a card, so deck is functioning as I expected. I do have a second Colossal Sky Turtle, unfortunately no season renewal. But yeah, opponent was just stuck on lands the whole game, and that's how you win Magic sometimes. Alrighty then, what do we have here? Jugen defends a temple, no black mana, but I mean, can I say no to Jugen? I mean, yeah, it's better if I have something on the battlefield, but on the draw against a mythic rank 7 player, I think we try it. I don't think the ranking has much to do. Okay, we can at least deploy a Blade Blaster. Interestingly enough, do I even want to play this on turn 3? Not sure. A tribute to Hirobi, alright. I would love to run out of Modern Age, but I can't, so opponent's just going to draw cards off of this. I don't like this card that much against opposing ninjas deck, but when you're facing against an opponent that can't ninja anything, it's quite good. Just draws a bunch of cards, and then the Soul Ripper can also sack things for value. So, could also run the Papercraft Decoy, set up Jugen. I can also Jugen now. And then I can, but I don't get to lay a bunch of counters everywhere. So I think I just run a Blade Blaster, hit for 2, opponent gets to hit me for 3 and draw a card and get some rat tokens next turn, so yeah, there's not much I can do about that. We can even run Jugen next turn and then play Papercraft Decoy into Kami of Terrible Secrets. But he just gets to draw cards. Surprised he played land main phase, alright. So he can accrue and then attack still, and then also put one counter, so I'll be taking a lot of damage. But I guess he doesn't want to draw anything. He just wants to deal a ton of damage. Sure. And also has menace, so he's just trying to kill me quickly, I assume. All right, fair enough. Surprised he's not using card advantage, but I think he knows that he's ahead, so he's just gonna try to pound me to death here. Kunai can take out the Echo. I might have to just do that. That's going to use up my whole entire turn, unfortunately. But then he doesn't really have much to sacrifice anyway, so maybe I just have to run out Jugen and try to hope and pray. And then, do I attack? I think I just have to eat the hit, although this has Death Touch, so that can hold off the Soul Ripper. I don't get to put a counter onto it, but that's fine. I think it's good enough for me to trade that I might as well keep it around. And then Juken can at least put counter onto the 1/1 next turn, and then I can Kami, draw a card, and take it from there. Because I don't want to get smashed to death by this. That will mess with my 1/1, rip. But I think I still have to trade, because it's just too much damage, but if he's running mono removal, I'm just dead, so alright. Yep, there's not much I can do against rank Mythic 7 with auto removal and curve, and it's killing me with a mono black deck, so it's even worse. So now what? No counters. Run out Kami, draw a card, and I guess I can still survive. I guess he can attack me for 5 in the air, so never mind, it's good games. Because he can just pump the tribute and I'm just dead. So, yeah, not much of a game there. Just kill me before I can cast Jugen. And, you know, it would have been better if my opening hand had some ninjas to get rid of his tokens, too. Maybe he was a black-red deck, because he had the Soul Ripper, which I wouldn't really play outside of a black-red deck, and he was just missing his second color. But he went mono-black and destroyed me regardless, so black is a strong color, so don't sleep on it. Alright, Generous Visitor on 1 into Azusa's could be a thing, and then if we get another land, we can cycle this. I think we can keep it. Or channel it, cycle it, channel it. Basic land cycling, but it comes in to help you ramp. Alright, we just need a land. No land though, so opponent knows we could be in trouble. Reality Chip, I can still attack and then Master's Rebuke it, and I will. Let's attack and hope he blocks it. Might as well get rid of it because it's a bomb. and then he can just gain infinite card advantage over and over. But we missed a land drop, so that can be kind of huge. So I need my third land. I got my third land. I don't think I'm attacking because he could have the Wanderer's Intervention. So I think we play land and say go. And then we'll cycle this to find our blue source. Even though it could have gotten for 2, the intervention could be a problem. You could also have crab here, but we'll bait it out. If he has a crab, he has a crab. It went on the stack, so that means he doesn't have a crab. I mean, he wouldn't. Maybe he doesn't want to counter it. So now what? I guess we want to set up a Virus Beetle into Kami. He can still attack for 3. Although if he kills this enchantment, I don't get to draw off Kami. But we'll lead with the Virus Beetle and see what's up. I guess I could just equip the Kunai for maybe next turn. Yeah, I do want to draw the Kami, but I'm going to miss out on damage. So let's just attack for 3 here. And it just resolved quickly, so maybe he doesn't have much. Discards Teachings of Kirin, so he's a 3-color deck. Okay, Cloud's still Kirin I can take out. I can run out Jugin's Defensive Temple, but I think I need to take this card out because it's annoying. Alright, let's just get rid of it. And run out Jugin. And then, doesn't matter. Let's just pump this. Opponent realizes he's just going to fall too far behind, so... Alright. That was almost just a free win. It's funny, I actually feel like I want to do maybe a quick draft Crimson Vow. I just can't stop playing this dumb children's card game. So fun. Even if you're losing, sometimes it's fun, so... As long as the games are long and good, it's good. But yeah, let's keep playing. So this is one of the weird games where I need to maybe name green with this, because if we don't get green, I mean, as long as we can get green, we can at least cycle the Tanuki for blue, so I think we actually keep it named green here. As opposed to blue, since I won't be able to attack with it anyways. And then we can cycle this, find our island. And we also have Fate on turn 3 if we want to. So black-green, Long Reach of Night is awesome. We can maybe drop that next turn. The thing about Long Reach is that if they don't have a creature on the battlefield, they don't have to discard. Since now they fixed the bug, but now I guess he's going to make a creature here. We can hope that he maybe deploys a second creature so we can deploy the Long Reach. So 3 colors, Sultai just like us, but Seiju, that's a good one. Might just have to fade it next turn. Or just run out Long Reach to be mana efficient. I'm afraid he could have some sort of weird protection spell, but yeah, but Seiju is scary. I think I'm fine maybe fading it. Since I don't really have any 2-drops here, might as well just get rid of it now, because it's scary. And then I'll run out land, and hope he doesn't Virus Beetle us. and punish me, but I do need to hit my lands and play out some stuff. And this is one of the better cards to exile, so he can't get it back with a Season of Renewal. Also feel like the opponent might have a Season of Renewal with the whole turtle thing that we don't have, so this could be maybe a rough match for us to win. Five mana, so maybe something large here. Blossom Prancer, another Mythic Uncommon. Alright. I might just have to Geothermal Kami and fight this instead, before he untaps and have all these other instant speed things going on. And then by killing this, guess what? He drew a card. Walking Skyscraper. Alright, I guess I can't do both, but I can do it next turn. We have double green already, double black, so I don't think it matters what we name. Guess we'll just name green anyways, or blue, in case something goes weird. So we'll just run this out next turn. Maybe Geothermal Kami can even bounce this, and we can fight the Blossom Prancer. The Walking Skyscraper is going to be a problem. Does he sacrifice the Mana Dork? Maybe I can kill him quickly, not sure, but he's going to smash me for 4 for free next turn, which doesn't sound good. Gets rid of a Historian's Wisdom, which could have also drawn him a card. The Walking Skyscraper is going to eventually be casted, so we might not have enough time, but I can at least bounce this back and then Master's Rebuke and then make him discard even more. But we did see this get passed to us, funny enough. Hopefully he pumps not the Prancer. As I say that, he pumps the Prancer, so now our plan is kind of tricky. And then he can even modify and cheat this out next turn, which could just be game over. Jukai Preserver as well, so opponent's going to get a Walking Skyscraper down, and we're going to take 5, so not liking my chances here. I guess I can Geothermal Kami and fight the Preserver to maybe slow him down. That might just be the right thing to do. And how much mana is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he just needs an extra land. So I do need to slow him down, I think. Otherwise, he can just cheat this out, and that's a problem. So we'll just play out lands to go. Maybe should have been careful of Virus Beetle still, but I think at this stage it's okay. We kind of need to double spell anyways. Maybe I should have held on to this, I don't know. It's kind of awkward having a vehicle but no creatures. Opponent can even commute for some land drops. Gloomshrieker to get back his stuff. Alright, so we're not winning this. This deck is insane. Insane uncommons all around. Even though I'm not a big fan of Walking Skyscraper, he can just cast in this deck almost very quickly, so again, not liking my chances, and if I make him discard, he can just get it back. Modern Age, alright. So he can discard and get something back regardless, so he can easily discard Walking Skyscraper, get it back. So he has a better deck than us since he has Graveyard Recursion, and we didn't see a single Season of Renewal, which would have been kind of great in this deck, or Gloomshrieker we could have potentially splashed. Sometimes it just comes down to who has the better deck, and this is a prime example. So he can just get back his Shrine Steward, get back Preserver, and still smash me for 5. So probably not going to win, but we can have some fun on the way out as we draw another land. Can't block anything, so might as well attack for 4. And run out Mindlink Mech, which does absolutely nothing. So he's 7 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. including modified creature, so 1 land, and he can just play the Walking Skyscraper, and it's probably just game over. So we'll probably see that this turn or the next turn. Maybe a removal spell for Mind Link Mech. So opponent has Boseiju, Gloomshrieker, just everything you want in the Sultai Saga green Brian deck. Can play land into Walking Skyscraper, and I think that's just game over since it's hexproof and I don't have any ways to interact with it. No Death Touchers. Used up my removal spell already and my Fade. But he plays Preserver instead, which can at least tussle with the Preserver. Interesting. So maybe he's just toying with us. Visitor a little bit late to the party. Even runs a crab in his deck. Alright. We can crew and double block, which I think it's important to do next turn. Since this 5/5 is really difficult to deal with, and at least we can trade for the 4/4. But he's just going to run out Walking Skyscraper and destroy us regardless, so it's probably just game over. And the thing is, I need a flyer to block the Vector Glider as well, so there's also the argument of just double blocking the 5/5, because we could just top deck a creature which can block the 2/3, but then we're still going to take 4 and then fall down to 4. So might as well double block. And yeah. If he has a trick, he has a trick. This is a very good blue-green deck from the opponent. Funny thing is that you can crew this too, make it become a generous visitor, and just put counters everywhere. We'll see what the opponent has. He definitely has an instant speed thing going on here, I have to imagine. Maybe a bounce spell, maybe a removal spell, not sure. But we'll just double block the 5/5 and just get blown out and concede. Or see what we would have drawn. But I do need to answer this. We still got our mana, but again, just against the better decks, you can't really win. Alright, just use your bounce spell, opponent, or just kill my stuff, and next turn just... I guess he just... Yeah, I guess this slows him down from playing the Skyscraper, so the opponent's actually just giving me more time. Not sure why, I guess he can cast a Skyscraper now, it's just GG's. Sky Turtle. I can double block, I guess, with this. I guess there's a chance if I cycle the Sky Turtle and get back Fade. I can't Fade, untap hexproof, so I guess we can run this out and then put a 1/1 counter somewhere. Maybe put it onto, I don't know, the Animus to eat some of the trample damage. Or I guess I can just put on a Visitor, double block the 8/8s, and then take 2 in the air, and then hope for a good top deck. I guess I can, yeah, I think I need to double block this in order to survive. And then block, and then keep the 4/3. His own Visitor. So if he puts even a single counter onto this, we're going to be in trouble, but at least I guess I can double block with these two still. I could also triple block, but then I'd lose the 4/3. I mean, I might as well just do the trades now, but we'll die with the 2 damage on the air next turn, so either way, yeah, I don't think there's any outs. Maybe hope and pray for a second Sky Turtle. Or Grove Archer, I guess, can mess with this. But any removal spell and we're just dead. And he probably has something here. Yeah, I think you have it, opponent. I'm not gonna... Yeah, just good games, yep, you got it. Anyways, Sword Circuit, bad card, but the opponent just has more quality stuff, you know. It's hard to beat Boseiju and the Blossom Prancer, really. Those are 2, like, mythic level uncommons in the set. Alright, so 2-2, I think. Not necessarily amazing score, but maybe if we're done with this, we can just run maybe a quick draft or something. We have quick draft Crimson Vow, but I do have a lot of content on that already. I can maybe record again, do another draft, make a part 2 video potentially as well. Lots of other options, but let's hopefully finish this. One of the most important things in this format is that the green mirror matches comes down to sometimes who has a season of renewal plus the turtle loop, or who has a single season of renewal to get everything back, or Shigeki. So those cards are really high upon your list if you end up drafting the set. Make sure you take Shigeki. Make sure you take the seasons early if you know for sure you're in green. So what now? Alright, seems like a fine hand, all of our colors. And I can still just run out the Visitor on turn 1 just to apply a little bit of chip damage. Let's just do that. I think I want to play Jugen on 3 to put a 1-1 counter here instead of ninjaing a Mukotai Ambusher, which I can't do either way, so... I mean, I can do it now, but it doesn't seem great. Just like putting counters. Guess I don't mind getting an artifact into play too. Merge Keeper, but we can attack past it. Always run out Virus Beetle, but we can attack passive the Jugen here. And then next turn we can set the Virus Beetle. Or Ambusher, we'll see. Could have an Intervention I might need to be careful about. Grafted Growth. Yeah, you could still have Wanderer's Intervention, so I kind of have to be careful here. So let's just put 2 counters here. And then I probably don't even need to run out the Virus Beetle, although the Mukotai Ambush or the Kami can be a cute thing to get going. And then, yeah, I think I need to attack here, so just to gain that damage, but again, I'm still kind of careful here. Run out the Virus Beetle, next turn we can draw a card. Get a big dragon, grow our Kami, so I guess more lands the better. Can see a Fade into Antiquity here. That would kind of hinder me because I don't have any enchantments. Just a Naturalist. Alright, no Fade please. And a Skyblessed Samurai. Alright, that's fine. So now we can draw a card and make a giant Kami. I don't think we have any good attacks. Make a 5/6 draw a card, say go. And then I might not even want to ninja this, honestly, since this is already large enough. Might just want to play this out as a large creature. Interesting attack, doesn't stay back. I guess I can modify everything and make this into a large threat. He might have some other instant speed shenanigans here. I could modify here, but yeah, let's just run out the Ambusher, I think. I guess I want to maybe run out the Kunai equip first before I attack with the Kami, because he could have some sort of weird trick. And if I attack with the Kami, interesting. You know, maybe I don't even need the Kunai. I could also, okay, I guess I can also Ambusher still, and then I can still put 1-1 counters. But then I can't replay the Kami. I guess I still can. And then hit for a ton. Yeah, let's just move to combat and attack. Do I do it here? Yeah, it's kind of fun. I just do it. And then if he has a Wanderer's Intervention, I guess it will go on the stack. Alright. Hit for an 8/7, gain 8 life. That's fun. He could also have his own farewell, but doesn't have farewell, so. Farewell is a rare, kind of at the same level of the best cards in the set. And it's a card I don't want to ever play around because it's a nightmare playing around it. And then the funny thing is the turtle can just get back any card from the graveyard, so it can also get back Farewell if you have the turtle in your library. So we start at 680 and now we're 662. Goes to show you why I don't want to try to get the top 10 mythic, because it's again almost impossible. This hand doesn't look good. I think I mulligan this because we really need our colors. Casting on this on turn 3 doesn't do much. I need enchantment for Kami. I think we can mold this. And then this hand, also not exciting, but we can still keep, I think, since we have an enchantment and an artifact. Not sure what I want to bottom necessarily. I might want this Tanuki to hit some lands, especially blue mana. I kind of want the enchantment and artifact here, and I can run this out on turn 2. I guess I can run this out on turn 3 and have artifact and enchantment in play. So maybe ditch the Prowler here. Not sure. This is hard to really understand, but I guess with this we can at least curve out, and it makes a bit of sense. And I do need my artifact and enchantment for whatchamacallit, Kami. Could have also bombed the Tanuki, but again, I need to find my mana, so in case I top deck any blue spells. Regular Bankbuster, right, that's a problem. Alright, I guess we run Azuzas over Bamboo Grove Archers just to get it out and play. And we really need some lands, otherwise this Bankbuster is just going to draw him a million cards and destroy us. Oh man, this is such a good rare. I think it's weaker than the Dragon Saga and the rest of the other stuff. But it's still just a very good card. Alright, could cycle Tanuki, but I think I just want to get the Blade Blesser down to start applying a bit of pressure. And I guess this has Death Touch, so if he tries the crew, we can kill it. And then we'll also have a 3/3 back on defense next turn, but he's most likely just going to draw a card with this. Next turn, draw another card, make a pilot. Moon-Circuit Hacker, that's even more annoying, sure. If I have a 3/3 on defense next turn, and I can still kill this with a Ninja's Kunai eventually. I probably just want to draw, play land, play Reckoner Raid. You know, this deck is just so ridiculous. Okay, at least it's a tap land, but that doesn't really solve the issue. I think I need to attack. And then keep up maybe Master's Rebuke. Sure. Do I equip the Kunai? Don't really want to. I might want to channel Tanuki for a blue source. Either way, I guess I can still equip the Kunai for the hell of it, so why not? I don't really want to run out the Bamboo Grove Archer anyway, so we'll see go. Because I can't Masters and Greater Tanuki at the same time. So maybe the opponent tries to make this unable to block. I can rebuke in response, but I also want to just rebuke this Reckoner Bankbuster, to be honest. Not even sure if cycling this is correct, but I'm never going to cast it at this stage, so I might as well get my blue source if I get like a Modern Age or something else. Is he gonna crew an attack? This is crew 3, so I guess he needs another body in order to crew. A Shrine Store, that's a good card. Perfect answer to my Ninja's Kunai. And he gets Tamio's Completion, which can be a bit of a problem, but he doesn't draw with the Bank Buster. He could crew an attack. I'm actually hoping he does, so I can kill it with the Nezumi Blade Blaster. So I'm actually hoping for this. Yeah, I'm actually happy that he's crewing here and attacking, so. And this has Death Touch, so we get to get rid of this before it draws another card. And we get Uncharted Haven for naming blue, and might hold on to his Tanuki now, right? So, not bad. I guess I can attack with both now. And then maybe if he uses the completion on the Bamboo Grove Archer, I'm actually fine with that. Or I can just activate this, but I do miss out on a bit of damage. I guess I want to play the Grove Archer first, to maybe untap. I could have moved it around, but I'm not sure if that even matters. If he wants to completion my 3/3 and attack for 5, that's alright. He then doesn't get to completion my Greater Tanuki. So opponent's stuck with cards in his hand, but he got a good amount of value off of the Bank Buster by drawing 2 cards with it already. So we are definitely not out of the woodworks yet. Mobilizer Mech is a bad card. I'm surprised people even play this. Reckoner Rage, sure. But I guess he can crew and block now, but we have a Menacer that has Death Touch. Generous Visitor is quite nice. Alright, I guess we can attack for 3, and then we can still block the 3/4 eventually, and take it from there. Sure. I could also use a knife here before blocks, which isn't a bad idea. So you know what, let's just activate this anyways. Take out, I don't know, the Shrine Stort. He can crew in response, but then if he double blocks, I guess, darn, this is a fucking artifact. Oops, that was really bad. So now this doesn't have Death Touch, and he can eat my Blade Blaster. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Well, rip me, I'm such an idiot. I would have been totally fine with the trade, honestly, but I messed this one up. I should get punished here. But at least I can take out the Moon Circuit Hacker. But I don't get to 2-for-1 him. And he could also have another instant here to blow me out. Maybe a bounce spell. Darn, I shouldn't have done this. I forgot the artifacts gave Death Touch. I should have been careful. But I'm not even sure if the opponent wants a double block here. But I guess he wants to prevent damage. We'll trade for the Moon Circuit Hacker, which I think is a bit of a trade down, so. And then the Mobilizer Mech can just block all day. But luckily we have Visitor to maybe put a 1/1 counter onto the likeness, assuming it doesn't get answered here. So I messed this game up. And if I draw any more lands here, I think I'm screwed, so. He could completion a Visitor, but then he has a 6/5 Tanuki to deal with. Just a Blade Blaster, alright. He has Death Touch 2 and Menace, unlike my dumb mistake. Yeah, I should just attack, traded, and then kept the knife, since now the knife can answer the Blade Blaster. He can also just attack for 3. Next turn I can maybe attack for 5. I guess, assuming I get a land, if I get a land I probably want to put a counter onto Likeness of the Seeker. And take it from there. Just an Inkrise Infiltrator, sure. But he has a completion for my Greater Tanuki, which sucks, but not much I can do about it, so. I could also just put a counter onto the Bamboo Grove Archer, honestly, since I might need to hold off the flyers. Like, even if I grow this in attack, he can just block and trade, so I think we just do this instead. And we put it onto the Grove Archer, so then he doesn't have any good attacks in the air. And then I could I can't attack with a 3/3, so we'll say go. And hope for a couple of good top decks, but the opponent has way more resources than us at this stage, and almost the same number of land drops, so we're definitely behind. So I won't be surprised if I see completion on Tanuki and attack with the 3/2. I guess this also has Menace, so I can't do anything about it now with the Road Captain, so I'm screwed either way. So probably just take 3 since it's not worth trading the Generous Visitor off, I don't think. Could see a Ninja. So that was a huge blunder. Yep. Geothermal Kami. Ooh, alright. I guess we're not out of this yet. That was a good top deck. Now we can gain a bit more life back and then recast Greater Tanuki. And then, yeah, do I attack? I guess I can attack for 3, but again, this can crew and block. So probably not, and then next turn we can... I don't really want to double block this still. Maybe I can afford to take 3 and try to outrace him. And eventually maybe draw into a Virus Beetle to double block. Kind of liking just, we'll take 3 and then... Kind of liking just crewing and attacking next turn. I mean, pumping the lightness and attacking. And then I do want to trade for the mech, so then this loses Death Touch. But we'll see what the opponent has at instant speed. He probably has a whole bunch of stuff going. Like, come on, 5 cards in hand opposed to my 1. Unless he's really unlucky, I'm not sure if I can even win this. Sky Turtle, okay, I can maybe hope for 1 more land for Sky Turtle, but we'll play the Greater Tanuki, which could also just get countered here, so we'll do this on the lightness. And then we should attack here. And then if it goes on block, I can untap my blue mana and green mana to have access to maybe a bounce spell, potentially, with the Sky Turtle. Crewing and trading isn't the worst. I guess he can only crew once, since it's 3 power. Trades for the Geothermal Kami. Wow, he doesn't have anything? Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but he better play something end of turn here, and doesn't. Okay, so he must have a bunch of expensive stuff he can't cast. So now he loses Death Touch. And I can still block this 1/2, and I can still attack with both, and get some good trades next turn. Network Disruptor, tapping maybe my 4/4 down. Now he has Death Touch again, with a Machiko's Rain of Truth. Alright, this is going to hurt. Attacking for 4 in the air, sure. He has a Death Toucher now on defense. I probably just want to cast the Colossal Sky Turtle. So Greater Tanuki's probably going to die. This sucks, so I don't have any artifacts. I could just bounce this and attack, honestly, and then trample over for a ton. But maybe the main win condition is to have a... Yeah, I guess we just send these in. And then I guess we might as well trade. Like, he's just going to replay it. I guess I can also just bounce the artifact to mess with him. Maybe that's the right thing to do. Bounce the Network Disruptor, make him recast it. I mean, otherwise I'm not doing much here. I can also, I guess, Colossal Sky Turtle channel. I think bouncing here is fine. That way we can still play our Kami. You can recast it, but then I get to kill this for free, trample over for a bunch. And hopefully nothing interferes with me here. I guess you could flicker it. Could also channel Gombat Rebuke, but it's almost the same thing. Incision, alright, it still has Death Touch, but that's fine. I still trample over, deal a ton of damage, and the opponent might be forced to stay on defense. I can also chump block next turn. I guess actually I can't, so I'm going to have to take 6, but he still needs to stay back, I think. But he should be able to win this game if he can play out more stuff. Plays a life to mess with my Generous Visitor, or to pump his Flyers, not sure. Oh, I guess he can just pump and win. Alright, never mind, good games. Yeah, he can just pump it up to 10, and even has a completion, so opponent just has a removal for days, and all the great cards that we don't have. Alright, rip. Alright, yeah, maybe just make a part 2 video, or just make a second video since I don't have a lot of time, and if I make these videos longer, the quality does go down. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the first draft. I'm going to make a second video and use up a lot of my time just to put out some of these Magic contents, which I'm hoping some of you enjoy. So got away with a 7-win, 7-1 Azorius deck, but the second draft we had a solid deck too, and it did function at times, but we still couldn't beat the other better green decks in the format. So rip. 3-3 is not the worst, but it's also just not incredible. So claim our prize, and then we might as well do some Kraken packs. Right, what do we have here? Excluding the rare, not much. Clawing Torment, Go Shintai's okay. Yeah, nothing else I care about. In that pack, it was just really atrocious anyways. Kami, and that's it. Network Terminal can be kind of cool if you pick up the Circuit Guide, the one that you can cast things from when you discard from exile. Sushi is really excellent. There's a Selfless Samurai and Fang Shigeki. Probably the weaker of the dragons, but still a first pick and a really excellent card that you're not going to pass, since it just generates value even if it dies, and the 4-mana 4/4 Flying Trample is rough, difficult to deal with. So, a Sushi, Selfless Samurai, Fang. Nothing here. Some okay cards. Emergence, Restless Shadows, Pneumatic Sphere. All of them are just fine role players. Silver Master, definitely the pick here. Repel, actually a fine, reasonable one of in any white deck, since there's plenty of enchantments, even though it doesn't deal with power 4 greater. There's a lot of large enchantment creatures and scary enchantments and sagas in this set you don't mind removing. Smelter is quite good in red-black. Moonsnare Specialist, Intercessor's Arrest. Yeah, it's probably between these two, I think. This keeps me more open, but like again, in blue, I'd rather just be in ninjas already. So might just prefer the Smelter, I don't know, because it's an important component in black-red. So, I don't know. It comes down to priority and which cards you think are more important to have. This pack is not good. Let's move on. And then, yeah, Preserver, Voltage Surge, not even a big fan of Haiku. I think it's just still too clunky in the artifacts-based deck, but you'll still play one if it's going late and there's nothing else. But I can easily just see taking Voltage Surge over it. Reinforced Ronin is kind of also what Red is just trying to do, be aggressive, play some artifacts. Anvil is excellent, same with Searchlight Companion, but probably Anvil. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Probably just going to make a second video, and then maybe I can stop making more videos on these Dynasty drafts, because I've been spending a lot of gems, and yeah, you guys probably get it by now. I'm not going to get to top 10 Mythic, and I should have enough content. So anyways, I'll make a second video, but hope you guys enjoy, and as always, have a wonderful day. Bye.